right at me. I look away. I look back. She's still looking at me. She rolls her window down, tells me to roll my window down. I'm like, oh, God, she's going to just rip right into me. And she did. She goes, oh, you look fabulous, honey. But she wasn't ripping me. You look gorgeous. I could have had her. You know, she gave me that look. You know the look. It took me a long time to figure out the look. I missed out on so much pie because I didn't know the look when I was young.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know the look now. I'm not going to do it with you. You know, put my hand up over here. Stop looking at me.
Stop.
Don't look at me! I'd play the Frank Booth drop, but there's an F in the middle of it there. You know the look. They don't look away. They're just looking you right in the eye, a little bit of a head cocked to the side. That kind of look. And she was giving me the look, that older than me lady. So I could have, right there on the way to work, I would say, hey, well, you're not so bad yourself. What do you say? There's a Holiday Inn right over there, right on the other side of the highway there. What do you say? You know, like, you know, I don't know how long you take. I'd take like 5 minutes. What do you think? Could have done it, but nah. Had to come here and do that show. Not that I would have anyway. Did I mention she was kind of 50-ish?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally not worth it. Not worth the notch.
All right.
2 till 11, 560 QAM.
WQAM. Hey, good for you. Good for you.
Christopher Walken is out of his mind. They should do a study on his brain.
And Chooga Booga on my brain.
Doctors went looking, but all they could find was a little red toy choo-choo train.
What's a train doing in my head?
Wonder how this guy makes tons of movies each year when he looks like he's caught in headlights like a deer. Oh, what's there about him that makes him a star? That big old hair and those weird beady eyes. He's not like those other Hollywood guys, but he's never been caught doing crack.
No.
Even while filming Kangaroo Jack. Now the new flick, The Stepford Wives, brings this cuckoo clock back.
Cuckoo clock. A cuckoo clock.
Christopher Walken, his head big and round, always looks like he's up to no good.
Good for you.
But no wrongdoing has ever been found when he sets sail with Natalie Wood.
Good for you.
But the only person Christopher ever hurt was himself when he signed up to be in Joe Dirt. Oh, what's there about him that makes him a star? He looks and talks like he's a crazy man.
Good for you.
But still he was great. Catch me if you can. He's never been caught up a tree.
I don't climb trees.
Even while filming Chile.
Good for you.
Still I wonder what they'd find if they tested his wee-wee.
Test my wee-wee. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just reading this exciting story about Kirsten and Tobey. I like her even more now. I think I just doubled the love I have for Kirsten. She can't stand Tobey. They can't stand each other.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Do you like her more now? I don't really like
do.
Tobey. Toby's just
he's just there, you know?
flat. He's a nondescript, flat goober. He's just a banana-lipped fool. Now, I liked, Cider House Blues. He didn't ruin that or anything. He just walks through. He memorizes the lines and everything, but he's only got one expression. He's not an actor.
Just there to me.
He's not
like
an actor, maybe he just shows up on time, or he's somebody's boyfriend or something. I don't know. He's not her boyfriend. Apparently they had a brief romance during Spider-Man 1, but she feels that he was just using her to look more macho.
Cool.
Apparently the whole deal with them is that Kirsten is a very friendly, down-to-earth, easy to approach, easy to work with kind of a person, chatting with everybody on the set and all nice and everything like that. And everybody loves Kirsten. She's sweet. She's a honey. She's a dear. And Toby's not. Toby's cold and distant, a snob and arrogant, not chatty, not easy to work with. Blech. So there you go. I like her even more now.
So do I.
Right. Now we still have to find out about Jessica Biel's personality. You know, before I make my decision.
I don't care what Jessica Biel's personality is.
It's just Jessica Biel is just luscious.
Oh.
Kirsten's got a cute face, but Jessica's got, that's beauty right there. I want to go see the Blade 2 trailer right now. 3 trailer right now. You know what I liked about Blade 2 were those vampires with the vertical mouths.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of liked the whole vertical mouth thing. And when that vampire's mouth opened up, and it just didn't open, man. It didn't stop opening. It opened, and then things came out of it. Like, it was kind of pornographic, wasn't it? When you think about it.
Yeah, you know.
Kind of looks like
down to it.
A body part with teeth, and then another body part comes up out of it. As if one wasn't bad enough. Yeah. It's like all kinds of things that shouldn't be there. Wait a minute. QAM, hello.
Hey, George.
Hey, caller.
How are you, man? I just came back from Europe. What's the update? Where's Neil? What's going on over there?
Neil fell and hit his face and split a lip on the inside, and he's healing up because he's...
Oh, shit. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not going to hang up on that guy because I just got the feeling that we were going to be hearing some more of that during the call. He said no S.
It's a good feeling.
And that's it. 567-0560 in Dayton, Broward, pound 560 is free if you have Verizon Wireless. 877-785-6345 is the toll-free everywhere else line. Only 79 votes in the poll, but that's because we haven't really talked about it that much, and it took us a half hour to get it up there anyway, and then we switched it and switched it back. It's I wish, I wish, ... I wish I was rich is winning, 54. That was Josh's vote. I wish the last 4 years was all a bad dream, 12. All women were bisexual, that was mine, 7. And the next Supreme Court will be run... What? Oh, you worded that wrong. I know that was a very long thing that the lady said, and you kind of condensed it wrong.
All right.
I'm going to spend a half an hour chewing you out for it.
Okay.
Just kidding. It says the next Supreme Court will be run by Democrats. That's kind of the meaning. But what she said and what it should say is that the next Supreme Court justice will be picked by a Democrat. Because that's what's going to happen. QAM, hello.
George, my brother.
If you say
I was listening to what you said about supporting local bands and all that.
Right.
I'm in a band called Solicide, and we're really close to getting signed. And I would love to send you my CD.
I would love to have you send me
what's
your
the address
CD.
to send it to?
Ready? Got your
Yeah, 1 second. Wait, I'm almost. Go ahead.
Driving? Oh, we get this all the time. 20295.
20295, yeah.
Northwest 2nd Avenue.
Okay.
Miami.
Okay, thank you. Oh,
33169.
61.
33169.
Okay, 61169. Thank you very much. And can I just plug in at my website, www.solicide.com?
Okay.
Thank you.
Got you down. QAM, hello.
Good stuff.
QAM, hello. That has been lately.
Hey. How you doing, George?
All right, how are you?
I wish that all of our resources in America were spent on finding nuclear weapons, contraband nuclear weapons.
Okay.
So that you don't blow us
A
up.
good move would be to stop selling them to people.
Exactly.
Or
well,
giving them to people that sell them to our enemies like Israel. Sorry.
Yeah, bye.
All right. Thank you very much. QAM, hello.
Hey, George.
Hey, caller.
Hey, just wanted to find out what you think about Edwards as the VP.
Good choice. Good plan. Excellent. If it couldn't be nice balance ticket, good old boy, good-looking boy, as opposed to the ugly John Scary Carey.
Exactly. And also, compared to Cheney, Darth Vader, I mean, you can't do better than that.
Yeah.
All right, man. Good luck. You got a great show.
It's a good pick. Now, maybe, see, Edwards has a personality, so maybe he's going to be doing the campaigning, because I haven't even seen Carey lately.
I hope Edwards is. He's a much more articulate guy.
Right. Okay.
Thanks a lot, man.
Maybe they could pretend that, that he's going to be the president, and John Kerry's going to be the Veep. QAM, hello.
George.
Caller.
Okay, I wish I had been raised by wolves.
Okay.
And I think...
I kind of was. It would have been better for me if I had been.
That's what I mean. I got some other things that were thrown in there that are really keeping me from other stuff.
Okay.
Like the local music scene. You know, down here for the last 20 years, it's been like one kind of flavor or another. We went through Southern Rock, we went through industrial, we went through the Manson thing and all that. Lately, it's been really good. It's getting better, but I never heard of that guy before, whatever that band was.
No, me either. But and with all due respect to the local bands, I've gotten CDs from people that have shown up, and nice people, really, really nice people that gave me their stuff, very excited, and I listened to it, and you know what I mean. It just wasn't good. Sorry.
Yeah. The people that are playing out like City Link and New Times, they kind of keep up on it, but I just saw Southern Flaw at the Fort Lauderdale Saloon this weekend.
Okay.
And that show, packed. Everybody in there was younger than I was, but it was still pretty cool. And it was a great show. And then didn't need anything outside of alcohol to make it good. It's like, a plus. Well, keep it up.
Well, we'll keep looking, and as we find, local stuff, we'll put it on there. As a matter of fact, I should have, and I neglected to. I should have played some local stuff during that music show that I did. Hell, I should have played some yesterday. I just thought it would have been too soon to do another music show already. I mean, we could have bailed, right, in the middle of it.
It was a holiday, though.
I know. I could have mixed it up, Live and learn. 12 past 11, 560 QAM.
Polar ice caps melting, meteors hurling towards Earth, earthquakes ready to level entire cities, and volcanoes ready to erupt. What the hell are you being so safe and healthy for? Life on this planet could end tomorrow, for all you know. Yet there you are, still eating low-fat, low-cal dinners and practicing safe sex. Well, we sure as heck aren't. We're Chubby's Greasy Spoon and Free Love Diner.
Hey, baby, as soon as Aldo climbs off here, can you bring me over that tub of fried large?
Sure thing, sugar.
At Chubby's, we don't care about cholesterol or STDs. We don't really care about much of anything. We're living the 60s lifestyle in a 90s kind of world because we know it may all be over tomorrow.
Hey, baby, want to go for a little tumble?
Ooh, you'd be my 202nd today. I don't know if I should.
Well, what if there is no tomorrow?
You're right. Just grab me a cold compress, will you?
It's Chubby's Greasy Spoon and Free Love Diner. Come in today, like right now.
11:16, 560 WQAM. What we got going on today? Jim Mandich at 2. The holidays are over. Hank's at Vegas? Really?
He is.
Wow. Lucky Hank. He goes to all the fun places.
Yeah.
He makes the most out of Vegas, I know.
Oh.
I heard those stories. Some of them we can even tell on the air. Marlins on deck at 6:30. Pirates and the Marlins at 7:05. Eddie K. After the game. Kobe's marriage is on the rocks. Speaking of $1 million rocks. You see?
I'm going to go ahead and say I don't care.
Right? But because we talk about marriages and relationships, and we were talking about how he bought the whore off with a house for the parents, a $6 million ring or something like that.
Yeah, right after the adultery.
After the adultery.
It's a $4 million ring.
Right.
You
So
know.
he gives the whore all this money to calm her down, and she still has the nerve to act all bitchy about it. That's the only point that I want to make.
The last time she did, she got a $4 million ring out of it. So if that's what she thinks.
Because I don't care about Kobe either. Remember, I hadn't heard of him. I only knew him as the guy from my Nutella jar, and he ain't on there anymore, in case you're wondering. I wonder why. Controversial, maybe? But we're talking about marriage and relationships and all of these things, and no matter what you do for the bitch, she ain't going to appreciate you. It's never going to translate into any kind of appreciation that you can use later on to get you out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? The brownie points, you get brownie points, you just can't spend them on anything. It's like, what are they good for? It's like Confederate money. Oh, thank you for this, thank you for that. Here's all my appreciation. Whoa, great, what can I spend it on later? Next time I come home late, before you chew me out, ask me where I would give me a chance to explain before you bitch out at me, before you just go total bitch, freak, bitch. Is that what the appreciation is for? No. It gets you nothing later on. I wish Kobe had wished that he kept that money in his pocket, like all the money that he's ever given them, because she was just living at home with Mom. I think even a local girl, wasn't she? Like Tamarack, I think. I think they showed their house. It's just a regular suburban house. Ain't nothing.
Yeah.
And she ain't nothing. She ain't no thang. She ain't no Miss
19 or 20
year
old girl.
Like million girls are better looking than her. In the mall, you could find a better looking girl than her. She was like a donut waitress or something like that, a coffee server, something. Not that that's a bad thing. It just ain't worth no $6 million or anything like that. You're married to Kobe Bryant. He got caught with it in something. Onward and upward, baby. You're still rich. He just could have kept his money. If he hadn't gotten married, he could have been acting a fool, and there would be nobody to bitch at him, right?
Which would be the smart thing to do.
Which would be the smart thing to do.
Forget about getting married to me is bogus anyway. But if you're if you're an athlete and you got all this money and you can get them,
right, or a rock star or something,
somebody explain that
all
to me.
These celebrities
that, then if you're happy and it's one thing, I don't get it. I haven't experienced it.
If you're happy and it's one thing. You're a funny guy. And that caller yesterday said you were lame. There's more humor in you than he'll ever know. QAM, hello.
George, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I think I got a winner for that poll.
All
I don't know if it's on you because I just turned you on. I wish I wasn't married.
Okay. I wish I wasn't married.
Yeah, and I didn't get your review on Spider-Man. What you thought?
Good.
You liked it?
It was good. It was not perfect. It was a little bit slow in parts, and some of the action scenes, the CGI was a little subpar, but overall it was good. I would see it again. I would pay to see it again.
Alfred Molina kicked ass, huh?
Yeah, he's good. He's an actual real actor.
Yeah.
And that's another thing they're doing with the movies. With the exception of Tobey Banana Lip Maguire, they're getting real actors to play all the parts. I mean, Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe was good.
Right. Melina,
I think Alfred Molina was a
Kirsten, she's a freaking goddess and a wonderful actress.
Yeah.
All right, George, take it easy.
All right, yeah, it was good and good ending. See, I wouldn't give it a good, which is better than adequate, if it didn't end well. It ended good. QAM, hello.
Yes, I wish.
Yeah, come on.
I wish. I don't care.
I know. How did we know? Did that surprise you in any way? Did that shock you or anything like that? Here's the facts. What the hell is all this? Hey, George, another day ESPN conducted a poll I thought could work for the show's audience. I mean, after all, it is a sports station. Yes, it is a sports station. Well, nothing is perfect. The poll was as follows. The best sports movie. Oh, I just got a stitch in my side. Like when I used to run, you know? It's not a shin splint. The kind of side pain. The best sport movie ever made.
Now, you don't like sports movies either? Like that?
To an extent. I've seen quite a few. I liked Mystery Alaska. Neil didn't like it, but I liked it. I thought it was a good movie. Did you ever see it?
I don't think so.
About a small town in the mountains, so why would I not like it?
Oh, no, I know what... I didn't see that, no.
I saw The Natural. I didn't see that Corn one. I tried to watch the Corn one.
Field of Dreams.
Yeah. I couldn't get through it.
It's like that's like one of those sentimental movies where like it's got meaning to it, like as far as whatever.
Matter of fact, I'll use this list. Rocky I saw, and Rocky was just fine.
I like the Rocky.
Nothing wrong with Rocky. Seabiscuit I didn't see, and I have no interest in
Me
seeing
neither.
it. Yeah, whatever. Remember the Titans? Didn't see it.
Good movie.
Don't need to see it. 8 Men Out, didn't see it, but I heard it was good. I would see it. Like if I was on vacation or something on a rainy day and it came on and I hadn't seen it, well, I haven't seen it. And if there was nothing else on that I hadn't seen, you know what I mean.
Right.
I would watch that. 8 Men Out, never saw it. Did you?
No.
Hope is the helpful. And thanks, keep up all the good work. Thanks and keep up all the good work. Is this something you've heard of?
No.
No, I don't have a problem with sports movies because it's fake.
Right.
And by the way, in case you hadn't noticed, the movies make the sport look way better than it actually is. Tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead, argue with that.
Well, it depends.
I know, and we know why. They're setting it all up.
Right.
In real sports, you just got to capture a moment. You're hoping to capture a moment, and you're waiting a long time for a good moment that's worth capturing, right? You're dealing with a lot of minutes going by before you get something highlight-worthy. In the movie, every stinking thing that happens is highlight-worthy.
It's a highlight.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course. Just like anything else. Just like a cop show. Just like the cop series is. A cop, you talk to a cop, and they'll say most of their day is really, really boring.
Yeah.
All right? Not on a cop show.
No.
That's like, wow.
They're
a
finding
roller coaster of danger and fun. Yeah, it's like that. So that's why the sports movies aren't like watching sports. But I'm not going to take that poll. We'll let somebody else, like when you do the show one day. QAM, hello.
Hello, George.
Yes, caller.
Hey, George, I've got a wish for your poll.
Okay.
I wish all women were bisexual nymphomaniacs.
Nah. That's too redundant. I'm vetoing that. Although we could put nymphomaniacs on there. You want to put that as a separate entry?
I could do that.
Yeah, we could do that. Why not? Wish all women were nymphomaniacs. Then maybe this guy would have a chance. QAM, hello.
Yeah, I just want to talk to George.
And so you are.
Okay. Oh, hi, George.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay. Am I on the air?
You're on the air.
Oh, okay. I just want to tell you, Remember the Titans. I heard you say you didn't see that.
Right.
It's not only a really good sports movie, but it goes far beyond sports into human relationships. It's a wonderful movie.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't agree with your politics. Have a good day.
All right, thank you very much. Well, God will forgive you. QAM, hello. Oh, that's it. They do it. You know what? Because I have this bad habit of not looking up. Like, I'll take a picture. I'll see 3 lines flashing. I think for some reason that they'll still be flashing. Hey, George, I hope the Blade Trinity, will not be a bust. Yeah, well, you never... See, they got Jessica Biel. How can it suck? It's going to be a great flick if she just stands around, you know? If she's just in the scenes, although she's going to be fighting. You haven't seen the trailer yet.
I have not.
Well, she's got a fighting outfit.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, she does. They've already done one... What is it? They have already done the in thing nowadays, which is to star a wrestler in a movie. Oh, thank God he reminded me. I don't know who this Triple H dude is. You know about him?
I do.
Yeah. And I was thinking about this the other day. With the exception of Roddy. You saw they, them, whatever it was. The one with the big fight that they copied for South Park.
I've seen quite a few Roddy Piper.
There's nothing wrong with Roddy in the movies that he does. He's perfectly fine. He's got charm. He pulls off the character. He's only the one character.
I mean,
but
in that role, yeah, there's
perfectly fine. The Rock, God bless him. I think he's a really nice guy. Dwayne Johnson seems like a really, really nice guy. I want to party with Dwayne. He seems like just a happy, friendly, happy-go-lucky, good guy. Like Joe Rose. I was chumming with Joe Rose this morning because I hadn't seen him in like a week and then some. 2 weeks, I guess, because there was the protest sitting out and then my vacation. So I was catching up with Joe this morning. Very similar kind of guys, just these really big guys. Kim Bokamper also, very similar kind of guys, very happy, smiley. They could crush your head like an egg, but they don't because that's how cool they are. Right. You know, and so I want to party with Dwayne, but God bless him, he can't make a movie. I want to like him. I want to like his movies. Like, I can't, and I don't want to rip the guy, but Dwayne, just don't do it anymore. Stop embarrassing yourself. I'm embarrassed for him. And I loved Walking Tall, the original Walking Tall. I couldn't get through the previews of this Walking Tall.
It's the same thing, though, no?
It's the same story, but it's it's all modernized. They got new stunts now. They're way better at
still
stunts
beating
now.
People with a stick.
Right, but they got new stunts now, and Dwayne is way better looking than whoever it was. I always get him wrong. It's not Bo Svensson, it's the other guy.
I was just going to ask you, actually.
Because I get them confused. It's not Bo Svensson. He was in the other one. Or was he in the original one? See, I get them confused. It was, and I can't think of his name now. It's going to drive me nuts. It's right here. It's not Jim J. Bullock, but it's something that sounds like that. I mean, what a comparison. So the fax goes on. They've already messed up the Highlander endgame with the wrestler named Edge and Scorpion King, of course, needless to say. Now Blade Trinity will have Triple H. Oh, Blade Trinity's going to have Triple H, too? Because he's going to be the new Conan.
He's
going to be the...
Yeah, I just can't see that. Like,
on a happier note, the Bourne Identity sequel is coming out soon, The Bourne Supremacy. I've seen lots of previews for it. Looks really good. Can't wait to see it. It's got that guy we liked. We just found out his name, Brian Cox. Not the football player Brian Cox, but the old guy that's in all these movies. The very first Hannibal Lecter, Brian Cox. He's going to be in it. He's a good character. Yeah, they should have gotten Arnold. Of course, he had bigger dreams. He has to run for governor. They should have gotten Arnold to make one more Conan movie, make it a good one, not a stinker like the second one, and just close out the trilogy. I already said that. They have Conan the King movie where they deal with him being the king and, becoming the king and dealing with being the king, and then that's it. No more Conan movies. Maybe later on they can get another actor to play Conan the Kid.
Yeah, I can't see Triple H.
Kid Conan, do something like that, but no more adult Conan movies. I don't even know what he's like. I saw a picture. It was a very small picture. Long-haired, blonde, right?
I mean, he's good at wrestling.
A lot of roids.
Yeah,
right?
well,
very puffy,
in wrestling.
very puffed up.
But, I mean, I just can't see him in a 2-hour display of
acting.
No,
the wrestlers, they do act. They do their spiel. But have you seen him?
I have. I mean, I used to watch wrestling. I'm well familiar.
I used to watch wrestling. You grow out of it at some point.
He was in Degeneration X. He's a funny wrestler, but I don't know about the whole acting thing. I just can't see that in like a movie.
Another reason that the Conan thing worked with Arnold is the god-awful accent. He sounded like a barbarian who could barely speak. It actually worked for him.
Right.
In Conan. This ridiculous accent. Oh, that sounds like a barbarian to me. I mean, I've never actually met a barbarian, but that's... I'm thinking that if I did meet a barbarian, he would sound just like that and kind of look like that, too, for what it's worth. 11:29 on 560 QAM.
And now, more dumb stuff that fell from the mouth of whack job kookhead Angelina Jolie.
Me and Billy Bob cover ourselves in Strawberry Quick and do it while we watch reruns of Murder, She Wrote with Angela Lansbury. Billy Bob is so hot.
And another.
One time, I held my breath for 2 days and made love to a live rooster. Billy Bob is so hot.
And another.
Last year at Christmas, I was so depressed. I stuck my whole Christmas tree up my butt, even with the star on it. Billy Bob is so hot.
Angelina Jolie. Where was she when we were in college?
I don't know. I don't think I could measure up to Billy Bob. Well, he's a tall guy. Well, she's dating one of the, because I've been reading all these tabloids and everything. She's dating. She says her sex life is better than ever, which is kind of a shot at Billy Bob.
Why not?
Wouldn't it be?
Take a shot.
It's all marked up. She kind of scares me a little bit. Not too much so.
Yeah. Not enough.
So much.
Yeah,
that,
exactly.
You know, she doesn't scare me away. She just scares me. 26 till 12, 560 QAM. The internet is back up. Okay.
Yeah.
The engineers must have done something.
I mean, it never went down. I mean, you know, as far as we're told.
Right. Well, okay. The people that couldn't hear us on the internet before because of something they were doing, they must have stopped doing it. So, boy, this is a very long trailer. They have a online trailer for Blade. Miguel came in here and made me load up the Blade trailer for Blade 3, Trinity, whatever it is called. And, oh, there she is.
Well,
she shoots a bow. What? That's all I can share on the radio.
Blade Trinity. There's nothing stopping them now. There's me.
Here we go. It says Winter 204, I guess. You just missed the battle outfit, Miguel. You walked out, and there was Jessica Biel in her battle suit, shooting arrows. Looked like exploding arrows from where I was sitting. QAM, hello.
Yeah, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
Frank at Sunrise. Is it George?
Yes.
Hey, George. I just wanted to comment on that last comment you made about The Rock. Oh, by the way, that guy you couldn't remember was Joe Don Baker.
Yeah, Joe Don Baker. I busted out in between spots. For some reason, like they're the same person in my head. They occupy the same slot.
As both Swenson,
both Svensson, yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to get to be able to say Svensson.
Yeah, interchangeable. He was also, I think, in North Dallas 40, right?
I think so. Yeah, and by the way, I saw that.
Yeah, that was good.
I saw the old sports movies.
Yep, that was good. I knew you'd like that one. Everybody liked that one. Well, listen, one thing I just wanted to comment about The Rock. I mean, you like Schwarzenegger's movies, right?
To an extent. It depends on the movie.
Right. Have you seen his early ones? Pretty pathetic, I thought.
The early Schwarzenegger movies? Like what?
Like the first one, he was a Greek god, Hercules. He didn't even talk in that
movies?
one.
Yeah.
So,
exactly. He couldn't talk. He couldn't speak English.
Exactly. My point is that I think, you know, I've met The Rock at the gym he works out. He's a really nice guy. You are right. He's a great guy, very friendly.
I don't know. I want to hang out and party with him. He's just not an actor.
But what I'm asking is, instead of just give him a break, I think he's a little bit of a work in progress. I think if he keeps making the movies, he's going to come a long way.
I tried to watch that Scorpion King.
What about The Rundown? Did you see that?
Good movie.
Awesome movie. I thought that was very good.
Rundown. I'm writing it down.
Yeah, I thought that was a very good movie. You're going to be pleasantly surprised. That other guy that was in it.
I want to be able to say some good things about The Rock for a variety.
See The Rundown. You'll like it.
Because one day we might be in the same room.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, I like your show. I'm glad you're on more. Not that I don't like Neil, but I think you're a little bit more.
Oh, you're so sweet. Get out of here. Yeah, we're in the same room, and like he's looking down at the top of my head. Are you the little piece of crap? It was, you know, he'll do that thing with the eyebrow.
Yeah, and then you'll have to smell with the Rock.
And I'll look at his belt buckle and say, I'll say, where's the sound effect?
No, but the Rundown's good. It's got him, Sean William Scott, Stifler.
Okay, yeah.
And Christopher
Walken.
Walken.
I know who that is. By the way, I have all of Stifler's shirts, not on purpose. And I have them first. Every time I go to see one of those, I want to say the Stifler movies.
American Pie.
The freaking American Pie movies. He's wearing one of my shirts in the movie that I already have before the movie comes out. You don't believe me? Come to the closet. You've actually seen me wearing them. And the one, he's wearing a voodoo shirt that I was wearing for almost a year before that movie came out, that the wife bought me. You don't believe me? All right. Look, I got so little to brag about anyway. Why would I make that up? QAM, hello.
You speak to George?
QAM, hello.
Jama?
Okay. That's what we got. What are you pointing at me for? Oh, you want me to read the liner? God, I have a director. We have a director. We've never, not since Ron and Ron has a radio show had a director. We used to call them the Lazy Eight. There were 8 of those guys, total. And like me and Neil would sit there, because in those days we didn't have our own separate studio, so we would sit there in wherever the chilling area was, and in that building, it was a little cafetorium, the temporary studios. It wasn't a cafeteria. It was just like a wide area in the middle of the office building where the soda and the snack machines were, and they had some tables. So we would be chilling there. What?
You said they call that the kitchen.
I said the cafetorium. There was no kitchen stuff in there. There wasn't a stove. It's got to have a stove to be a kitchen. It didn't even have a hot plate. Didn't even have a microwave oven. I don't think it had a coffee machine. So it wasn't a kitchen. It was a snack area, a break area, because it wasn't a room. So we would sit there chilling, watching these guys all mill around and walk by and everything, and it's like, here's me and Neil. You know, Neil does everything. I do everything else. It's the show. It's number one. The big fat ratings. Here's 8 guys, a crew of 8. They had, on their show, their own promotions guy. And that was a full-time, salaried position. They had their talent coach, which is what you are apparently, telling me to read liners. And like a director, he would go in there during the breaks and, I don't know, massage their shoulders. Like I keep picturing Rocky and Burgess Meredith going, oh, you're doing great, you're doing great. You know, slap him around. Cut me, cut me. Look for the QAM van right now at the Shell Stadium. What? All right, it actually says Shell Statum. It says Shell Statum. At the Shell Statum on 107th and Northwest 25th Street. Don't rip this out of my hand while I'm reading it, goober, spick. Pick up free movie passes to watch King Arthur tonight at the Dolphin Mall. See, Statum.
That's a station.
You saw that line, maybe. Psych. It says Statum. 20 till 12, 560 QAM, 567-0560 is the number in Dade and Broward. Pound 560 is free if you have AT&T wireless. 877-785-6345 is the toll-free everywhere else line. So is everybody else today? Stop distracting my producer, Coach. Hey, open up the mic. Next time he talks to you, just open up the mic and swing it over to him. Just open it up, swing it over to him.
Distracting me.
No kidding, I know. I think he should be fired. I think the salespeople should be fired for coming in here. What about the promotions director?
We'll cut
in the middle of the show.
Fire.
Anorexia is in the news, apparently, thanks to the Olsen.
Who's the latest victim?
Well, these people aren't necessarily anorexic. I'm looking at the Globe magazine. I picked it up this morning along with some Pepsi, Diet Pepsi.
All right.
We know all about Laura Flynn, right, and what a rail she is. I had to, and I already showed Miguel, I have to reevaluate my position on Tara Reid. There she is. There it is.
Whoa.
There that is. All right, there's her beautiful face, still looking good. There are her new breasts. She got new breasts, did you know?
I can
her
tell.
New augmented breasts right there. And then there's the rest of her that kind of fades off into the distance.
Yeah.
That's really, not only is it ugly, it's really kind of disgusting looking. That's scary. Now, she's wearing jeans. Jeans are thick. These jeans look like they're a little bit baggy. You can see there's actually space between the jeans and her midsection there.
Yeah.
And the jeans are rail thin, like she's made out of pipe cleaners. Those come off, and there she is, Tara Reid. There's a gap between her legs big enough to drive a car through. That's not attractive.
I mean, I'll drive the car through.
It's just bony. Like, those pelvic bones could do damage.
I agree.
You'd be careful. You got to put, like, some rubber caps on the end of those pelvic bones so that you don't cut your eye.
I mean, that's some nice work, though, upstairs.
Yeah, no, compliments to the surgeon and her bra, or her bra, whatever the case is. And thanks in advance to Tony's. Is that them?
That would be
them. Then let's take this break. 18 till 12 on 560 QAM.
Hey, I got it. Let's go to Hooters.
No, I got a better idea.
Come on, a better idea than Hooters? All right, what is it?
Just wait. You'll see.
Ladies, if you're tired of your man dragging you off to Hooters so he can watch the Jiggle Fest, now you have an alternative. It's Honkers. All our waiters are men in tiny velour satin G-strings with a jiggle all their own.
Hi there, and welcome to Honkers. My name's Dick, and I'll be your waiter this evening.
Hello, Dick.
Oh, my gosh, honey, he's hardly wearing anything, and he's jiggling all over the place. This is disgusting.
Relax, dear. Honkers is no worse than Hooters. Hey, Dick.
Yes, ma'am. Are you ready to order?
Yeah, how much for this?
Honey, jeez, I can't believe you did that. That's so sexist.
Oh, come on, honey. You're not jealous, are you?
No, honey, can't we go to Red Lobster instead?
No, I'm not in the mood for seafood. I want meat. Hey, hot stuff.
Honkers, where the tables are turned.
Honey.
14 till 12, 560 WQAM. Hey, how you doing there, Josh? Oh, I see. You need a paper towel. Is it an emergency? Oh, dear. You didn't spill soda into the computer, did you? Again?
No, we're good.
All right. Just wondering. I hate to have to do this after bitching him out and finally driving him out of here, Miguel. I need him back. I need a schlepper. I need a favor. I need a cup of ice. Well, the soda's kind of warm.
Come on back with a cup of
Hey,
ice.
Miguel, come back with a cup of ice, or I won't read this liner anymore. That's how you got to be with Miguel. It's like Scarface in here. You got to have leverage over the people in the building, like the engineers. They're not going to do anything for you. And Miguel, we're buds, we're chums, but he ain't going to do anything like work, like walk down the hall for you. If you were on fire, he wouldn't walk down the hall for you. If he was a fireman and you were on fire, he wouldn't walk down the hall for you. So Rick says, how about adding to the poll, I wish they would legalize pot. And so we did, or we're in the process of doing that. He goes on to say, this way, when you get a quarter of Crip for $100, you actually get a quarter. Well, I might be short, but not anymore. I don't play that game anymore. Thank God. Life has gotten to the point where, because remember the desperate days? I don't know about you. The desperate days where you just had to drive around and then go to this guy and then go to that guy and then just settle for whatever you get.
Make a day of it.
Bag of lawn rakings and they're gouging you and you're like, okay, yeah. I'd like to say that I'm never going to be back here, but got a feeling. Thank God, knock on microphone. QAM, hello. Hello.
Yeah, ain't chance talking to Jorge.
You're on right now.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
How you doing?
Listen, two things. One, did you see that HBO special on celibacy?
No, there's a special? I didn't know they were having a special. I'm going to get mine now.
I tried calling you all last week. I couldn't get through. They did a whole thing on celibacy in the church.
Okay, and what about it?
Well, they talked about two things. One, you didn't used to be celibate until like the 1100s.
Right.
Before then, they were doing everyone and everything.
Were leaving property to their children.
Correct.
The church didn't like that.
No, not at all. And the second thing is, they interviewed a nun and a priest that both got out.
This sounds like the beginning of a joke, but go ahead.
And they both said that the church's attitude was, if you need to satisfy yourself, gratify yourself, do so with the nuns or other women. Not to leave the church. They tried to do everything they could.
Don't get laid by a lay person. Use a professional, a nun.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And the nuns, she said that they were there essentially to gratify the needs.
Really?
I couldn't believe it.
I have the entirely wrong perspective and attitude about the Catholic Church.
I do too, obviously. But the other thing I want to talk to you about was not the celibacy. What were you? Oh, shoot.
Shoot.
Sorry, I'm nervous. I was just.
It's all right.
You were just talking about a subject. I'll call you back some other time.
Anorexic women.
Anorexic women.
All right, call back some other time.
They all love
Tomorrow
you,
would be good. Thank you very much.
Okay,
all right. Hey, Miguel.
By the way, he said the machine is out of ice.
This is a nightmare of a day. This day can't be happening. And I didn't even get, before we spend like an hour, maybe we'll do that, the whole noon hour on anorexic bitches. Not because they look that way. They look disgusting, but that's none of my business. I'm tired of bitches bitching about anorexia, all of it. And I'm also tired of people, whoever they are, blaming celebrities or anyone else for their own internal problems. Really, really fed up with that whole thing. Here's how it works.
It's a way out for them.
Yeah, well, here's what a problem is and what a problem isn't. All right? If the problem is you and inside of you, you got nothing to say. You don't even have that doesn't even qualify as a problem. All right? So, like, maybe because you want to do something good in life, don't you? I always think about, what can I do to make the world better? I'm going to have problem tours. This is just one of the many ideas that I come up with while sitting on the can. Problem tours. People who think they have problems, like my wife's friends who have no children and have no problems and have no responsibilities, and still they bitch. These anorexic bitches, like, let's use Mary Kate as an example of someone who doesn't really have a problem because she's rich, you see. She's young.
Oh, I'd say that's
and
an
rich,
understatement.
and to a lot of people attractive. Not me, but to a lot of people attractive. So she's got no problem paying bills, no problem getting laid, right?
Right.
And no problem with health other than what she has created for herself because of her own internal crap. I had to search for a word I could actually say on the air.
Took you a minute.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, but you don't understand the pressure that society... Society. Like the Monty Python sketch, and talk about, like, that's 30 years, maybe even almost 40 years now. Society's to blame, so let's arrest them instead. Society is what it is. But here's what society isn't. It isn't responsible for any of your problems. All right? You are. If that's your problem. If your problem is your weight, too much of it or too little of it, that's you. That's your problem. And it's nobody else's fault but you. It ain't your mom's problem. Mom didn't give you that problem. Karen Carpenter, they said, her mom made a comment about her weight once. And that's what did it to her. That's what ruined her for life. Sent her careening out of control into the horrible realm of anorexia. So I wanted to create a fund to have problem tours. We'll have buses and planes and boats and things like that. And people who think they have problems, like Mary Kate, we'll take them to places where real problems exist and they can see real problems with their own eyes and talk to people that have real problems. Like Iraq would be a good place right now, or anywhere in Africa. We'll let them talk to a young African girl who's afraid of being raped because they believe that if you rape a virgin in some parts of Africa, that it cures you of your AIDS. So AIDS-infected clowns are running around looking for virgins to rape. Now, if you're a girl in Africa in one of these parts where that's the belief system there, in one of these parts of Africa, you have a problem. That's a problem. See, you introduce these people to what a real problem is. That's a problem. How about, let's stay in Africa for a while. It's a fun place. You're one of these African girls that belongs to a village where they do female circumcision, and you are about to get your genitalia all carved up on. That is a problem. All right? That qualifies as a problem. For those of you who are really confused about what a problem, I have a problem with eating. What's the matter? You don't have enough food? Oh, no, I'm rich. Then you don't have a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I know I have friends, girls in particular, that are just, basically they make problems out of no problem.
Out of no problem.
When there's no problems, we have to create problems.
They do. They'll create a problem just to have a problem to chew on. And so that you have a problem to chew on, too. Because if you're not scurrying around dealing with their problem, then you're just not dedicating enough attention to them. QAM, hello.
Hey, George.
Hey, caller.
The name of the original walking tall guy is Joe Don Baker.
Oh, it's Joe Don Baker. We got it.
Hey, listen.
Yeah?
George,
yeah.
How come Fahrenheit 9/11 isn't on more theaters? I'm just curious about that.
Well, there was an article about that, and documentaries in history have not been very commercially successful, so the distribution company did not make as many prints as they normally would for a first release movie. However, it should make you happy to know, in case you don't already, that when it had such a success in that first weekend, they doubled the number of copies available, and so they doubled the number of theaters that it was showing in.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right, but that's the thing. I mean, you can say insidious commie Republican plot, but no, it's a documentary, and documentaries have been weak ticket sellers.
Okay. All right, George. Have a good day, man.
You bet. QAM, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I want to talk to George.
You are.
George?
You're on right now.
Oh, thanks. I saw Fahrenheit 9/11.
Okay.
And what's amazing to me about that film is not what he put in, it's what he left out. I mean, the guy has enough material to make 2 more movies.
There's no question. He rushed through a lot of things, but that's my perspective. I try to look at it this way. The people that he's obviously thinking about when he made this movie are the people that are going to be introduced to this material for the very first time. So he had to be very broad, very general, get a lot of material into a very short amount of time, and he couldn't spend a great deal of time on any one thing, even though I thought that he stayed in the Walmart parking lot way too long with those 2 Marine goobers.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was obviously an anti-war movie, but, I mean, listen, he didn't touch the environment.
He didn't touch the environment, and the whole thing, like the 9/11, the memos and everything that he had ahead of time, he just kind of rushed right through it, like bing, bang, boom, really quick.
Right. And amazingly, he talked about the Patriot Act, but he never really said what it was that was supposed to care about
they
it.
glommed through that. I have a problem with the proportions of the movie. Too much time on some things, not enough time on other things, but I'm a nitpicking spick,
Exactly, but I like to see his answer, maybe Fahrenheit 9/12 or something like that.
There could be a series. Michael Moore, and mark my words, because he's a pop guy, he's going to have a series, like Penn and Teller have a series. He'll have a series.
Yeah, I think it's a great film. I took a lot of friends to see it, and they all walked out of the theater feeling they were just sucker punched.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well, we went. The crowd that I was there with were all Bush haters. I mean, they were flying, anti-Bush bumper stickers on their heads.
Well, that's true. Hopefully, people that are on the fence will see it, because that's where it'll really make a difference.
I know. I keep hearing that. I hear that from the media. How can you be on the fence?
Well,
You know, listen, there's a lot of young people in the theater that I went to, and maybe if we can get some of those kids to register to vote, maybe it'll make a difference.
We have the lowest voter turnout of any country with the ability to vote. You know that?
It's embarrassing.
I'm talking about percentage-wise. That was like an NPR story the other day.
Oh,
and these places, and it's not easy. I mean, it's not hard to understand. These places where democracy is a new thing, relatively new thing, their voter turnout is like off the chart.
Well, they're still under the impression that they should be, that it actually does make a difference.
Well, they fought. It's still fresh in their memory. They fought for the right to vote, and after all that fighting, it's not like they're not gonna vote. We're all very lazy and jaded over here. We're just go with the flow kind of a crowd.
Yeah, I love Britney Spears on that movie.
Yeah, that was great.
That was great. I loved it. All right, you're great. We love you.
Thank you very much, and I love you too. Speaking of Britney, because we were just talking about people blaming celebrities for crap, now Britney's getting blamed for girls wanting to get boob jobs. We don't really know if Britney's boobs are fake yet, but still, because she has a cleavage, because she puts them out there, she's getting blamed for being a bad influence. Now, Britney, remember like the pictures that we put on there? She's always porking up a little bit, then taking it back off, then porking up a little bit, then taking it back off, and the tabloids shred her constantly about it, right? How come she's not... See, the anorexic girls can't blame her for anything. The other girls' parents are going to blame her for something. You see how it is with the celebrities? We're going to blame a celebrity for the fact that my kid can't get it together. My kid wants bigger boobs. My kid won't eat a sandwich. My kid keeps puking. It's Britney's fault. It's Tara Reid's fault.
It's a scapegoat, man.
It's society's
they
fault.
Need a way out.
I know. They don't want to admit that they're lousy failure parents. You're lousy failure parents. You have a lousy value system. You didn't instill good, positive values in your kid. Your kid is messed up, and it's your fault and their fault. 2 till 12 on 560 QAM.
Wonderful WQAM, where the action is. Boxcars are coming to take you away. That's what's gonna happen if you don't obey. You better come in what you want to say. You better come in what you want to say.
But here the boxcars are coming to take you away.
Boxcars are coming to take you away.
They are dispatched by the Uber right to get you centers right. Like in cargo to Camp Newton, where their heads are impaled on a pole.
Boxcars are coming when you are asleep. If you're not pro-Bush, obedient sheep, you better come in where you want to stay. You better come in where you want to stay.
But here the boxcars are coming to take you away.
Boxcars are coming to take you away.
1203 560 QAM. I timed that slice of pizza wrong. And the sip of soda. I didn't clear the deck in time. That bit ended way too quick. Did you notice Geldy doing a cameo on that bit there?
I didn't.
I just play. You didn't?
No.
Well, I wonder if I can do this. And that too. Oh, not far enough. Doesn't give me a chance to clear my mouth out. Here,
I did.
That's all. 5670560 pound 560 is free if you have AT&T wireless. It's also free to call outside of the Dade and Broward area on 877-785-6345. No ice. We got no ice. We got no air. I don't know what he was. I think he was a spick. That's my first call, or a swarthy Jew. I don't know, shaved head guy. Sitting behind me in a white van this morning. And again, it's before I can even take my second left on the way to work. This is like maybe 60 seconds from leaving my driveway. All right! Woo! Told you about today. That's 2 for you, isn't it? Oh, and you're all red now? Your face is red like Rudolph's nose. Why don't you just come in here and grab the whole roll of paper towels? Sorry, it's not funny. It's totally not funny. It's tragic. Spilled soda all over himself, but it didn't get on any of the equipment. There you go. Have the whole Roll of paper towels. Here, I got mine. Go ahead. Just take the roll. Just sop up the whole sloppy mess. QAM, hello. Josh spilled soda all over the place. Yeah, I know. QAM, hello.
Hi, can I say to George? Hi, to George.
You are. You're on the air.
Oh, hey, George. How
It's
you
you.
doing there, man?
By the way, feuding sluts on Jerry right now. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I was listening to your rival station IOD last night around 7 o'clock, expecting to hear Bill Henry.
Okay.
And then I hear Hannity and instantaneous projectile vomiting. It's just so sad. The once mighty IOD has been taken over by the Nazis. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, you know how it goes. That's the way of the world.
Yeah,
we're doing fine here on QAM.
I'm actually thinking of doing a web page in memoriam, and I'm going to, include the golden days of IOD with, Neil and Rick and Suds
Phil
and all
before
that.
that's the not Nazi Phil Hendry, the cool guy Phil Hendry.
Right. I'm gonna put both versions. The regular good guy, funny guy, and then the zombie eyes Nazi version.
Right.
And I'm gonna
also the fatter version. He became right wing and fat.
Right. I'm going to dress them up in, their Gestapo uniforms and everything, and, I'm going to put shit.
All right. We'll link to it.
All right.
Okay.
I'll send you a link. All right.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, it was a good time, but like the Buddha says, all things pass, nothing's permanent. QAM, hello.
How you doing, George?
All right, how are you?
Love Michael Moore. Haven't had a chance to see the movie yet.
Well.
But,
here's like this, like if you're a listener of this show, because the people that are regular listeners, they know almost everything that's in the movie. So you don't have to be in like a huge rush, rush. The people that need to see this movie are the people who are like oblivious. That's why you should go see the movie and take a whole carload of people.
Sure, I mean, I have maybe an idea of why maybe some people are sitting on the fence. I saw more on the O'Reilly Factor about 2 years ago. I don't know if you catch Michael Moore on there. But he thinks Americans should be taxed at 70%. For every dollar you make, you get to keep 30 cents.
Who thinks that?
Michael Moore.
Yeah, he said that? You heard him say that?
Yeah, I swear to God he said that. I mean, I pretty much think Bush is a moron. But that's the only thing that bothers me about Moore. I mean, to me, that's way too left.
Well, I'll believe it when I hear it.
No, but he did say it. Seriously, I mean.
Okay, all right, I believe it.
All right.
I don't agree with a lot of things that Michael Moore says. Even though, like, I like Bowling for Columbine, I like the message of Bowling for Columbine about America being obsessed with violence. But as far as the solution to the gun thing goes, there ain't none. As far as that, at least there ain't no legal solution. There may be an education solution, like with smoking or anything else that you want to do. Josh is having a bad day.
I am having a bad day.
Spilling all over himself. Now don't go sitting there and distracting him like Miguel does, Sean.
I mean, you want to talk about an explosion over here.
I know, when it hits, it was a full can of soda. He just opened it and then knocked it right to the ground. I heard it from in here. It hit perfectly. Like right on the side so that it would create the maximum amount of foam explosion projecting out of it. And it got all over you. And what else?
Just the floor, but it's just everywhere.
Spill a few more sodas on there. We'll get the blood out of the carpet eventually. QAM, hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, I could talk to George.
You are talking to George.
Oh, okay. Hey, great. Hey, this is John from Columbia, South Carolina. I fax you guys.
Hey, John. Yeah, I know who you are.
Yeah,
I couldn't spot you out of a crowd, but I know your faxes. I read your faxes periodically.
Yeah, I'm down here trying to relax and.
Aren't you the John from South Carolina that hates me?
No, I don't hate you.
All right.
No, you're cool.
That must be some other John from South Carolina that sends hate faxes.
No hate faxes. No, mine's just always good stuff.
All right.
Anyway, I was just trying to clarify that last guy that was talking about Michael Moore with the O'Reilly deal. And what it was in that conversation, O'Reilly makes big bucks, see?
Yeah.
And Michael Moore, makes money. But the point was that they're both Catholic, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And Moore was putting it on O'Reilly, like if you're making that kind of money and you're, being a good Christian or Catholic or whatever, that you've given up the money, because O'Reilly was can you say bitch? Well, anyway, he was bitching about it was costing.
You can say bitch.
All right, so it was costing him so much money. He was getting taxed so much now, So O'Reilly says, well, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt you as much as it does a normal guy. So you should pay. You should pay more in taxes to help everybody else out.
You're talking about rich people. See, I was wondering what the caller was talking about. Obviously, taking it out of context.
All was about rich people. Wasn't about working at Burger King getting taxed 70%.
And you know what? The rich people would bitch about that, but like, if you're making $1 million a year and they want to take 70% of it, that's still way bigger bucks than we're making now.
Well, I mean, that's
we'll
exactly
take it.
the whole
I'll take
deal.
that.
Yeah, I mean,
30% of $1 million is $300,000. I could go for that. How about you, Josh? Will that do you?
Damn right.
All right.
Yeah, well, I mean, right. So that was that whole point.
Okay.
So I just
and they make way more than that.
Okay, man.
All right. Appreciate it. Have a good time in South Carolina, and one day you might get out. Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. I'm playing Jeopardy. That was the answer to the question. The question is, what's the only place that doesn't suck hard in South Carolina? Hilton Head Island. And you know why? Because it's not actually attached to the rest of South Carolina. QAM, hello.
Jumbo.
Okay. Oh, come on, Jumbo guy. Now, see, at least the guy, he's actually preceding it with a call lately. Yeah, which I don't know how to feel about that. We'll take it. We'll take the freaking call. He's actually saying some things, which is all we want. Just have something to say. In a town like this where the people can't stop bitching, you'd think that you could get them to bitch on the air. Well, they will, but not about what you want them to. They'll bitch about you on the air. Ah, we hate you. Well, then don't listen. No. I'm going to listen and bitch. Or fax. Or something. Or I'll come to the appearances and bitch. Oh. Yeah, those are my favorites. Here's the poll. I wish, out of 297, 142 people said, I wish I was rich. I wish the last 4 years were a bad dream, 50. I wish all women were nymphomaniacs, 37. I wish all women were bisexual, 28. I wish the next Supreme Court justice will be chosen by a Democrat, 24. 12 people wish pot was legal. 3 people wish they weren't married. And 1 person says they wish they were raised by wolves. That'd be kind of fun. It's been done, though. In the movies. When are they going to remake that one?
I don't know.
They did.
Triple H,
they did. I forgot. Mowgli the Wolf Boy. They remade that like 5 times in live action with Jason Scott Lee as one of them, which wasn't a bad version. Did you ever see it?
No.
Jungle Book? I mean, I know it's not.
I mean, I saw the old.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, I've seen
the cartoon one.
Yeah.
Right. They redid it. There's nothing wrong with him.
You know what? I did see the movie. I lied.
With Carrie Elwes, and it had some hot chick that I can't think of right now. It wasn't bad.
I mean, it's like a Disney kind of
monkeys are eating monkey, see?
For what it is, it's aight.
1212 on 560 QAM.
It was obvious to all of us. Bill Clinton strayed in his marriage. So let's walk through this. First, nothing is off limits in our marriage. Second, I procured women for Bill when he was governor. Screw him, I laughed, which he did. And the sagas continued. I laughed when he confessed that he had paid for frequent visits by a call girl to a hotel he stayed in when he was in Washington. She was one among many Bill solicited. During the White House years, Jennifer Flowers claimed she'd had a 12-year affair with him. This was completely in character for Bill. My favorite was Monica Lewinsky. Bill talked to her a few times, and she had asked him for some job hunting help, and dropped to her knees to kiss my husband. I came to know and like her, and I asked her if she wanted to live with us in the White House. She said yes, as long as there would be sex with my husband. As always, I said okay.
1217 560 WQAM. Don't forget to look for the QAM van right now at the Shell gas station on 107th Avenue, Northwest 25th Street. Pick up free movie passes to watch King Arthur tonight at the Dolphin Mall. I'd go see it for free.
I mean, I was going to say, you're all over that movie, aren't you? I mean, I figured that would be your kind of movie.
Normally you'd be right spot on, as the Brits say. Except that as a fan of that story, and I've read both sides of it. There's the Christian side and the other people's side. Because there was conflict there. This seems to be nobody's side. Like, just the
you want to
talk about pulled out of their butt. I'm watching the previews, and I even watched on one of these, like during the vacation. I forget what channel it was on. One of these entertainment shows, or maybe it was on, I don't know, on E. You know how they do those features? They'll do a feature show about a movie that's coming out. And I watched good Diet Pepsi. Thank you, Tony's, on 193rd. I timed the pizza right, but not the soda. 193rd and 441. Good pizza. They must have had the oven extra hot.
Yeah, I had a good chicken sub.
Bubbly cheese. That cheese that's all bubbly and frozen in place on account of it's so hot. Good stuff. So back to King Arthur.
I don't know where they're pulling these elements from. The only similarity between any King Arthur legend I've ever heard, seen, read, and I've even got some of my brother's King Arthur books that I've, read some of and thumbed through and everything like that. Mists of Avalon is another version. The Mort d'Arthur is another version. I don't know where they're getting any of the material for this thing. It's like nothing. It's nothing.
So it's just a completely different
It's just
story?
like a completely different story. It's like at least Troy had some of the characters right, because that's what a lot of, like, my daughter still, man, she just rips into that movie like out of nowhere, spontaneously. Troy sucked, just like nothing. We'll just be driving down the road and Troy sucked, because she read the Iliad, and there's no comparison. They totally played with everything that happened and events that happened, and they seem to be doing the same thing in the King Arthur movie. So I'll see it.
It's the movie,
I'm
man.
not going to run to see it. Yeah. See, the big issue that I have is they're making Guinevere a native Pict, and in everybody's version of the stories, she was like a total Euro-Anglo raised in a convent Christian, and they're making her a painted-faced, druid-worshipping, mistletoe-slinging, Pict, which is like wrong. But I know, it's just a movie. So yeah, I'll see it. It's got a sword. It's got arrows and everything. I'll see it, but I'm not going to run to see it. I'm certainly not going to go see it for free at the Dolphin Mall. That's for other people. So if you do want to go see it for free at the Dolphin Mall, go to the Shell gas station right now on 107th and Northwest 25th Street and pick up your passes. QAM, hello. Yeah. QAM, hello.
Hey, George, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
Yeah, I got one for your poll. How about I wish the police follow traffic laws?
All right. I wish the police follow traffic law, and that takes us back, because the traffic story that I have from this morning does involve the police. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks, George. Love you.
All right, love you too. Wish the police. Ooh, new shirts. I'm all a dither. I'm dithering over here. Not what you think. These are actually nice, Miguel. Well, they're so nice, I'm in disbelief. I love the way they smell. No, nothing smells as good as these shirts that I'm wearing right now. You notice the new shirt? Went to Hot Topics, blew all my gift certificates. I covered all this yesterday, but nobody was listening. Yeah, it's not bad. I bought a whole stack of new shirts at Hot Topics, and they all smell like Nag Champa. They all smell like hippie record store incense. The good stuff. It's like, I don't want to wash these shirts now. I think this one was a wall shirt, because it was up there all day. It just really reeks of Nag Champa. But these are nice. They're gray WQAM shirts. They've got blue with yellow borders. Nothing ugly, unobtrusive. No nasty-ass sponsored by. Whole row of logos underneath it. It's just us. It's just our call letters. It says sports radio. But, nothing's perfect. Are we going to be giving these away, or are these the employees-only appearance shirts? Appearance shirts? All right. It's the uniform. For paid employees only, of course.
That's right.
Oh, free interns. We pay them with T-shirts and pizza. Yeah, like hey, say one for Suds when he comes in. Speaking of that, we'll be like, sorry, Sudsy, we got a T-shirt for you. A nice T-shirt. Here, I got a nug, a T-shirt, and lunch. Yeah, that's what we'll pay Suds. I forgot to contact him about Spick and Suds Fridays to see if we'll be doing that or how often we'll be doing that. I got time for my traffic story, so here we go. Haven't even made the second turn of the morning. And I'm at the red light waiting for the green arrow, and here comes the green arrow, and the cars go except for the guy in front of me. He's doing, accounting, paperwork. He's got his desk unfolded in front of him on the steering wheel. He's got papers. He's got his cell phone going. His secretary's taking dictation. He's doing work in front of me. He's not going. He's not looking. He's not even seeing anything. So I do the little tap, the little beep, beep, just little tap. He looks up, sees the light screen, goes back to work. Kidding me? No, I'm not kidding you. Why would I be making this up? Oh, because we're doing a radio show, so of course I'm embellishing. I wish. No, so I wish. This is my life. This is traffic nightmare. So I give it another little tap, and finally, like in disgust, he decides that he's going to go. Of course, his timing is perfect. He goes through the yellow part, leaving no yellow part for me. I can see that I'll be out there on the other guy's green arrow, being the thing that I hate, which I'm not going to do. The guy that won't stop turning when the light's not his anymore. I'm not going to be that guy, especially as I'm getting up there. I notice on the other side, waiting to come through the green light, is a cop. All right? A Hollywood cop. Hollywood cops actually write red light tickets, and I love that about them. I love you, Hollywood cops. Please keep writing the red light tickets. Please. Keep doing those red light running busts and stings. I love that. So there's a cop there, so I stop.
in the intersection to wait for him and the other car behind him to go through so that I could make the turn. I hear honking. It's the guy behind me. He's either a stick or a swarthy Jew, some shaved-headed guy. Kind of looked like Sean, but way fat. And he's honking. Not the little nice polite tap like I got. Because he had to hit the brakes because, of course he expects you like you got rear-ended. Right after we were talking about it, you got rear-ended because you had the nerve to stop for a red light.
Well, no, I was completely stopped, though.
Oh, you were stopped.
I just got crushed.
Okay, yeah.
I supposedly didn't see me.
So this guy's all upset that I actually stopped when the green light went away, and it was just a regular solid green, meaning that the other people's turn. This guy's mad at me behind me. So I'm doing the pantomime lip stuff to him. I'm going, it's effing green. It's their turn. It's a cop over there, for Christ's sake. Can you see the cop? I'm not.
Calm down over there.
No, I'm not. I was freaking out. I'm like, ah! It's a good thing I'm not a big guy. I would have gotten out and, pushed the van over or something.
Yeah.
I wish I was
the
Durango. I want to be the Rock for a minute. I wish, since we're doing the wish poll today, I wish I could be Triple H. I don't know. I assume he's a big Roy junkie, right?
Yeah.
I wish I could be Triple H for just 60 seconds. The amount of time it took me to get back to where that guy's van is and just turn it over on its side. Yeah. Like the Hulk. Go Hulk on that guy. I'm like, there's a cop. The cop's driving by. And the guy's, I don't care. In other words, he's pantomiming back at me. I don't care if there's a cop. You're supposed to drive the way I want you to drive, not the way you're supposed to drive. Before I can make the second turn of the morning, and that's before I got over here to the Washington Mutual lot, where the bitch was half in the handicap spot and half in the non-handicap spot, forced me to park way over here. This place is a nightmare. South Florida. This is the land of hate.
Every day.
Heat and hate. Which came first, the heat or the hate? You think that people hate because of the heat? You think it's cooking their brains?
It's one of their reasons.
QAM, hello.
Yes, I wish I was dead.
Okay, but please put that on there. QAM, hello, I want to change my vote.
What's the name of that website that you downloaded stuff for yesterday, your program? What's the name of that website?
I downloaded stuff yesterday?
Yeah, for your program yesterday. You mentioned it. What's the name of that website?
Oh, no, it's not for you, man.
You don't know the name of the
Premier,
website?
yeah, I know the name of it. You can't go there and you can't use it. You need a passcode. We pay for it. It's the Premier Comedy Service. We get our comedy bits off of them.
Oh, could you play Jihad Rock?
No. And that's it. I thought there was another call in there. Oh, there it is. QAM, hello.
Yeah, George.
Hey, caller.
Hey, is this George?
Yeah, it's you.
Oh, hey.
Just like that, man. We're going through fast.
I just want to thank you guys. You guys sent me up to the Pepsi 400 over the week.
Okay, that's right.
You and Miguel, and I had a great time. That's all. You guys are great.
Very good.
Georgie Bush always smiles when times I think he's telling lies. Promises he must fulfill since he belongs on Capitol Hill. On and on we ride the storm of economy growth and tax reform. Think it'll never work, you're not alone. I realized that long ago. Hey, everybody out there, everyone beware. I think we're going under. Does anybody care? Oh, I just gotta know if Bush is really there. And they really care. I hope he's not fooling. He's in office for a while. Whoa.
28 till 1 on 560 QAM. Big Al, besides saying that he enjoys the show. Thank you, Al. Says the Repubs are saying that Edwards was Kerry's second choice, which, well, I haven't been watching the news. I changed it off of CNN. When you got
fighting, dueling sluts on Jerry. Why would you change the channel? They seem to forget that until the High Court got involved, Bush was the second choice. Oh, very good one, Arnie. They're a bunch of petty, nasty, bitter, spiteful, little, tiny penised people. The Republicans. I'm not talking about the Republican people, but the Republican politicians. Those people. Let me explain the difference once again. It's like inside a church, there are victims, people who are victimized, and people who are victimizers. You can tell them by the way that they're facing. The victims face forward in the church towards the priest. The victimizers stand where the priest is, facing the congregation. Everyone on the stage, victimizer. Everyone sitting in the pew, victim. Same thing for the Republican Party. The politicians, victimizers. The Republicans, victims. Unless, of course, you're a mega millionaire. Then it is in your interest to support these people, because their policies do nothing for anyone except them, those people, the ultra-rich. Now, Neil always says, unless you're really Christian. But see, those policies don't help you either. You think they do. You like to think they do. One of the stories over the vacation that I noticed was how the Baptists, the Baptists who hate Disney, are all upset at the Bush campaign. Did you hear about that one? Did Neil have it on the website? Did you put it up there?
I probably did.
Probably. Maybe that's where I saw it. I was really baked. But they want church members to deliver the rosters of the churches to the campaign headquarters so that the Republicans can direct mail them, direct call them, ask them for contributions, etc. and so on, solicit them, which is what it's all about. See, these people are the victims. The Republican Party's policies are not good for you if you're a Christian. You like to believe that they are. You want to think that they are. You want to believe that a government that forces your religion upon other people will be good for you and your religion, but it's not. It doesn't work that way, and it hasn't worked that way in history. Any group that tries to force their religion on any other group will not achieve what they're trying to achieve. All right? They're going to build resentment and bitterness and rebellion in the group that they're trying to convert. The only way that you can convince someone to your point of view is just to live by example, which is what Jesus said to do. This little light of thine, you're going to let it shine. That's what you're supposed to do. Not drag people kicking and screaming into church. Jesus didn't do that. He kicked and screamed in church, all right, because they were turning a buck. That's what he was upset about. But don't confuse the Christians with the Bible. I would really hate to do that. QAM, hello.
Yeah, I want to talk to George, please.
You are. You're on. You're on right now. We're talking to me.
I got a pet peeve. Wait a minute. I got something for your poll.
All right.
I wish they made an incense that smelled like marijuana. And the other thing is, a pet peeve for your next poll. When you call a business like Bell South, whatever, if you want to do this, press 1. If you want to do this, press 2. That is a royal pain in you know what. And the other thing is, nothing against you, but Spanish people that look at you like you should be speaking their language in America. Your English language, you are so good with your tone, inflection, trying to not sound, trying to do so well.
Let me take my pants off before you go on.
But in closing,
you missed a spot.
In closing, I'm about to hit one for you, and when you get off, you'll hit one for me.
Yeah,
have a good day.
Yes, I will. I'll hit it right back to you. My mom is one of those people. In case you don't hate her enough, sympathetically, my mom is the stereotypical militant spick. She would say that constantly to my former, now dead stepfather. Not the old guy, the good guy, former stepfather. The dead guy, the gringo guy. Well, we are here now, so you have to speak Spanish. You have to learn Spanish. Because we're here now. Her attitude is very, very typical conquistador attitude. That's exactly what the Spaniards did when they went off colonizing, didn't they? We're here now, and you're going to speak Spanish. And the Indians said, no, we'd rather... sure, that's exactly what we plan on doing. That's why so many people speak Spanish of all kinds of different colors. Jewish people, Chinese people, and Indian people, all kinds of different Indians and black people speak Spanish. Because you're going to speak Spanish now. I don't really don't... Okay. Mi lápiz es grande y amarillo. QAM, hello.
They're all Democratic, liberal, communist motherfuckers.
Oh, that would have been a good drop. Why don't you record that? We'll do the bleeping over here, and then we can actually play it, because it was a little bit of a catchy tune. and we can't let it go. See, what's the point? Is he taking a shot at us? That Republican, that brainwashed sheep? Because I guarantee you, if you're a millionaire, you're not crank calling radio shows. Although, you never know, right? Because insanity, it knows no income level now, does it?
No.
You can be rich and crazy. Like, look at here. Look at Mary Kate. His anorexia, they want to call it an illness. Okay, sure, why not? It's an illness. Alcoholism, it's an illness. Obesity, it's an illness. Whatever. All you cop-out, whiny, excuse-making, weak people. You're ill. And? Yeah, and? You be illin', and I be chillin'. And so, what am I supposed to do? Feel sorry for you? Because you can't control your hands? Because your hands are putting too much food in your mouth? Or not enough food in your mouth? QAM, hello.
Yes, it was Joe and Mark was on the air.
Yeah, okay, good. Me too. QAM, hello.
Hello?
Hello. Put that on the poll, though, by the way.
Where am I calling? Is this a doctor's office?
I can't tell you where you're calling. You have to tell me.
Is this a doctor's office?
Yes, it is. I'm Dr. John.
Dr. John?
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry. I was calling Dr. Jim. Thanks.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
no problem. You know, I try to be helpful. I could be whatever kind of doctor he wanted me to be. At least I could pretend to. QAM, hello.
George, hey, I don't want to be a
Pepper.
that caller. I'm calling from the evil empire.
All right.
I just got a message on my cell phone from Reuters update. I don't know if you've had a chance to go into this because I can't listen indoors.
Mm-hmm.
The Portland, Oregon Diocese just announced they're filing for bankruptcy.
No, I hadn't heard it, but we will check it out and report it when we find out more.
Yeah.
Who was
it's
it now?
about time. Portland,
Which
Oregon
diocese?
Oregon.
Portland, all right.
Okay, that was an AP
Excellent. That's
Reuters.
good news. That's a good reason to move there now.
Exactly. At least since you have kids, they'll be safe.
Safer. Right. From them anyway.
Later.
Take it easy. Now, Portland, I've always had a little bit of an eye on Portland. My sister moved to Oregon. Eastern Oregon, though, not near Portland. Is this an air conditioning check?
Yeah.
We got this much AC. Although a little bit later, Josh is going to spray us down with Pepsi. And then leave the room in the middle of a
He's
break.
got jokes.
No, we're schwitzing over here. Not so hot that I'm going to take my shirt off, because that would be bad. Yeah, that would be a bad scene for everybody. Yeah, Josh walked out, started the Neil spot, and then walked out. Now, I understand you're having a bad day. I'm sure it was real important. Tell me it was for Quim. Yeah. Okay. All right. Tell me Noslin was walking down the hall and you had to chase after her.
It was.
Okay. That's acceptable. 5670560 in Dayton, Broward. Pound 560 is free on AT&T Wireless. 877-785-6345 is toll free everywhere else. And until further notice, right, the van is still there until they tell us it's not, right?
That's right.
The van is at the Shell gas station on 107th Avenue and Northwest 25th Street. They've got free movie passes to watch that big King Arthur movie tonight at the Dolphin Mall. You can see it first, call us up, and ruin it for everybody. I know how it ends. I mean, that's one thing in all the stories. And I'm really speaking because I mentioned Mists of Avalon earlier. It was a big, fat book that took me about a year to get through. Read it during long songs as a Montana DJ. We had a lot of long songs. Boring songs. Oh, God. It's all contemporary Montana style. Make it Jack Jones, yeah. It made no sense. That station made no sense. It was because we played Blue Oyster Cult and Jack Jones, the Love Boat theme. We could theoretically they could happen back to back. I could go out of a Blondie song and into Feelings by Morris Albert. That was I could go out of Barry Manilow, Mandy, and into Don't Fear the Reaper. For example, we played Alice Cooper. We played Alice Cooper and that Pina Colada guy.
That's a good variety right there.
No, but we only had like 100 songs for the whole radio station. It was bad, so it gave me a lot of time to read books. And they made a mini-series, I guess, or a two-part series out of it. I forget which channel did it, USA or Sci-Fi or something like that. Mists of Avalon. It was just bad. It was bad, brutal, atrocious. 18 till 1 on 560 WQAM.
Coming up tonight on Inside the Behind the True Hollywood Celebrity Music Biography Profile Story. He was one half of DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. The half that did not get a TV show, followed by a lucrative movie career. He was DJ Jazzy Jeff.
There's no need to argue. Parents just don't understand. Yeah, Will Smith is more famous than me. So what? People who know hip-hop know that I was one of the most influential DJs on the scene, man.
Okay, DJ Jazzy Jeff, so you're influential.
That's right. I was the first to use the chirp scratch on a record. I introduced the chirp scratch. Getting jiggy with it.
The chirp scratch. Let me explain something to you. I'm a white male who's over 35 years old. I don't know from chirp scratches. What I know is that Will Smith gets $20 million a picture, even for crap like Bad Boys 2 and Wild Wild West.
Oh, damn, I don't want to hear it.
That's cash. That's fucking weekend box office. That's fucking red carpet at the movie premieres. That's the language we speak here at Inside the Behind.
Yeah? Well, I could go into acting, kick Will Smith's ass.
But Jazzy Jeff's defiant exterior soon crumbled when we unveiled never-before-seen footage of his audition for Will Smith's role in Independence Day.
This is DJ Jazzy Jeff, audition scene, take one.
I am just a little anxious to get up there and whoop E.T.'s ass. No, let me try that again. I'm just a little anxious to... Sorry, I knocked over a vase here.
That's enough, Mr. Jeff.
No, let me go again. I'm just a little anxious to get up there and whoop E.T.'s ass.
God, that was horrendous. So you can act, huh? Chirp scratch man.
Oh, man, leave me alone. Man, you guys suck.
DJ Jazzy Jeff. Hey, the Jazzy Jeff of Bel Air doesn't really have the same ring anyway. It's a big, juicy, sopping wet look at show business tonight on Inside the Behind.
14 till 1, 560 QAM. Tell you what, though, I'd rather see DJ Jazzy Jeff in this new iRobot movie than Will Smith. What am I going to do about that?
I don't know.
I'm very conflicted. They can do amazing things with digitization these days, right?
Right.
You ever see that movie Looker? It was way ahead of its time. It wasn't bad. It had boobies in it. Susan Day was one of the pairs.
I don't think so.
Old movie, not a bad movie. It was a good movie because, good pacing, good plot, good mystery. They had different things. The plot was they were digitizing the models and then murdering them. In other words, they would put them into the cylindrical scanner, naked, of course.
Cool.
Because they asked me first, should the models be naked? Why are you asking me? So they digitized them with the grids, the light grids and everything on them so that they can make commercials with the model forever for free. They murder the model. They don't have to pay them royalties for the image. See the plot?
I do.
Now, and that was like in the 70s that they used that concept. Nowadays, with all the technology that we have right now, here's the technology I want. I rent my movie or I order it. In the future, we're not going to rent the movie and bring it. We're just going to order it like pay-per-view or download per view, pay-per download, whatever it is. I want to be able to select which actors are actually in the movie and digitized version, right? Like if I don't like Will Smith in iRobot or Wild Wild West or anything like that, I can replace him with Wesley Snipes, for example. Or Charlton Heston, if I want to, or Ben Affleck. I mean, not that I would. Marlon Brando, everybody's Marlon Brando. Look at Marlon, I didn't know he could do that. They're all Marlon Brando. You could just change their face, maybe their voice a little bit, just enough so that it wouldn't register as that person.
It's a good idea.
Right? Just how the face, they do it all the time with the chicks, right? With the fake pics. They cut and paste the face. All right.
But that's pictures.
Well, CGI is going places now, right? It's almost
it's more
there.
than possible.
It's almost there. I want to order mine now. Make a movie. Movie Maker. They have that software, Movie Maker software. It's just for editing and stuff. Movie Maker should be. I get to do the casting. I also get to set the nudity level. QAM, hello.
Yeah, hey. That caller that called before about the I wish, well, forget it. I had to smile because maybe he was really putting something in.
Okay. Alrighty then, thank you very much. Okay. We ran that by the committee. That's what that dead air was all about. Not because Josh left the room again, but because we were having a telepathic discussion, seeing if either one of us could figure out what that line meant. Do you even remember that?
No.
I know we both burn a lot, so I don't remember that far back. Do you?
No.
We had more calls yesterday.
Yeah,
than we're having today. 5670560 in Dayton, Broward, pound 560 on Verizon Wireless. It's free. 877-785-6345 is also free. You know why? It's because I'm not hitting this poll enough. That's the secret.
in spite of what that other faxer said about referring to the poll every 5 minutes, if you don't remind them that there's a poll to build over here, and this is a wide open one, you can wish for anything. Come on, I got Peter Pan powers.
Oh, I wish it
was
would
online, right? I wish some people would call and add some stuff to the poll. I wish I was rich, 187. The last 4 years was a bad dream, 77. All women nymphomaniacs, 51. All women bisexual, 35. The next Supreme Court justice chosen by a Democrat, 32. I wish pot was legal, 23. And then it's single digits from there, like I wish I wasn't married. All the late additions. QAM, hello.
Hello, George.
Yeah, hello.
¿Qué pasa?
You tell me.
Oye, ¿verdad lo que dicen de mí, que tú eres un maricón?
You wish.
Democrat, 32.
And then they turn the radio up to hear themselves. So, of course, I'm not going to let him. QAM, hello.
George.
Yeah.
One for the ball.
All right.
Mind control. Mind control.
What about it?
That's one of the things that I wish.
You wish mind control?
Yes, mind control. Imagine all the things that you can do. You go to the bar, you see a nice chick.
You wish you had mind control.
Exactly.
All right. We'll put that on there for you.
Yeah, money, go to bank, mind control.
I got it. We got it down. I'll put it in a complete sentence for you. Hey, look. He met us halfway. That's good enough. I wish I had mind control powers. Why don't you put that down there? QAM, hello. Hello. Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. George?
Yeah. Pain in the ass. Crazy stalker. Phone stalker. Wish you were me stalker. Want to wear my flesh stalker. Is the van still there? I can't believe this holdover. Go see a movie for free. That's a win-win situation. We take advantage of it all the time.
As far as I know, it's still there.
QAM van at the Shell Station, 107 Northwest 25th Street. Pick up free movie passes to watch that King Arthur movie tonight at the Dolphin Mall. Go there, because I'm not going to watch it till possibly this weekend. And that's another thing. If you can't go see it for free, go see it for cheap, smuggle some food in. Leave as little money in the theater as you possibly can. Here, I scratched this down in a margin to talk about her. Maria Sharapova. The tennis chick won Wimbledon, apparently.
Very nice.
Very nice body, weak face.
Really?
The wife was mentioning this morning. I think Anna's got some competition. You know Anna, who we have a shrine to here at the radio station, Anna Kournikova.
You don't like her face? I figured nice eyes.
She was on the talk show this morning, talking. So there she was talking, moving around. No.
Now, what's her accent like?
Not so nice. I was watching her, not listening to her. Do you care? Oh, I know. You do care. The accent, the Russian. Yeah. The Russian accent is a very sexy accent, yes. Duh. Oh, that's German. Anyway, no, she's got a weak face. It's weak. She's no Anna. Let me put it that way.
No.
She's just fine. She's tall. She's attractive enough. She passes.
She's only 17.
She gets... Really?
Yeah.
Really?
17.
Dude. She's giant.
Dude, she's 17.
Wow. So like I said, we'll talk about her next year. Maybe her face will spruce up a little bit by this time next year. QAM a little bit. QAM, hello.
Georgie.
Yeah.
Hey, man, here's one for your poll. I wish I had mind control over nozzling.
Okay. All right.
All right, buddy.
Bye. Put that down there. With the most sincere, heartfelt love, we put that on the poll. QAM, because I wish I did too. QAM, hello.
Yeah, George, I wish the United...
QAM, hello. I just didn't like the tone of that.
Hey, George, how you doing?
All right, how are you doing? Yes, you are. QAM, hello.
Good show, George.
Thanks. What?
I wanted to talk about, you were talking about the bad movies, that Hollywood has run out of ideas.
Yeah, well, a caller yesterday.
Okay, well...
Hollywood has run out of ideas, but we knew that. We knew that when they started to repeat on themselves and remaking movies that they didn't need to remake. When are they going to remake Wizard of Oz?
Well, I saw, on when you go to movie theaters in the lobby, you see these, the cardboard things of the future movies and stuff.
Right. Coming attractions.
Right. They had one. I don't know if you got to see it or you talked about it. Predator against...
Alien. Alien versus Predator. That's actually a very old storyline, a very popular comic book that I only ever saw one of. It's a sideline. Apparently the writers got together and decided that there's no reason that they can't exist in the same universe, and so for the sake of money and an excuse for a storyline, they created a comic book series. I guess it was a limited, I don't know, not an ongoing kind of a series, where they had the predators hunting the aliens and the humans were caught in the middle. So that's what that's from. That's not like they just pulled that out of their butt.
Well, I thought it was like Freddy against,
Yeah, no, like that. Freddy against Jason, right. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, George.
No, and they even foreshadowed it. Remember the second Predator?
Right.
Remember that when, what's his name? Danny Glover.
Danny Glover.
Thank you. Danny Glover was inside the spaceship and he was looking at the trophy case with all the skulls.
Okay.
and there was an alien skull in there.
Right.
See, they set it up already.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Thanks, George.
Thanks. And basically, I don't. If they want to do cheese ball crap like Freddy versus Jason and all of that, whatever. Just make it good. I'm not going to watch Freddy versus Jason, obviously, for any reason. Hey, look, there's your air conditioning. Although we call that a fan. QAM, hello.
Basically,
Nice talking to you. QAM, hello.
Yeah, I'm calling to speak to the Mad Dog.
QAM, hello.
George?
Yeah?
Hi.
Hi.
Fellow East Hollywood burner.
Oh, how are you?
In an effort to rid the world of terrorism, it seems that they're shutting down most of the head shops in Broward County.
We've been talking about that.
Already done.
Where can I get some purple?
Good luck to you.
I mean, is there any place in Dade County that you know of, or anybody can help me?
Not for a long time now. Now I heard that in Boca, like when they shut down the High Tide in over there on Oakland.
Yeah.
That the one in Boca was still in existence, and since that's not in Broward County, I don't know if it's still there. I can find out and report. How about if I do that? I'll find out and report.
That would be great. Thanks for all your hard work.
Not at all. Take it easy. Yeah, no, it's bleak, and occasionally the mosh pit in Hollywood. I should have told that. Hey, Hollywood guy, turn the radio on. Occasionally, it's just depending on whether or not they're sold out and how long it's been since they restocked. The mosh pit in Hollywood, even though I think they might have changed their name. I'm very not prepared for that question. But the mosh pit sometimes had accessories. QAM, hello.
Hey, George.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, listen, for that last guy who just called, Atlantic Boulevard and 441, just south on the west side of the road, no more than like 2 blocks, there's a head shop. And
okay.
I'm sorry, but can't remember the name of it.
Grateful Jays.
Yeah, that's it. It's got everything. Everything's in there. Everything's in there. They just put a little tube on the top of the device, and it's called a hookah, and then it's legal. It's comical.
Or tobacco pipes. Tobacco. Just keep saying tobacco when you go in there. I'm looking for tobacco.
Exactly.
I'm a tobacco smoking man. Tobacco.
Your poll, I'm surprised no one didn't have in there, I wish I could pick the President of the United States or something like that.
Why not? It's a wish poll. You can wish anything you want.
Yeah, no, I'm just surprised someone didn't do that. I got one that I think is more important. I wish I could control the weather. Okay. I'm about to go up and measure a roof. I'm like, oh, bingo, give me a cloud right here, please, thank you.
Roof stuff in Florida?
Yep. I got to measure a couple roofs here in Boca. And I just wish I could snap my fingers and give me a cloud.
How do you not burst into flames? Do you have to pour a bucket of water over your head before you go?
Spontaneous combustion. Sometimes you do. It's like a phobia, you know. No, I just drink water.
I got that going on, spontaneous combustion. You never know when it's going to break out.
Yeah,
all right.
Unpredictable. Thanks, George.
Thanks a lot. 3 till 1, 560 WQAM. I should have let Jim climb up like he was doing. That would have been funny. You missed it. You were watching Blind Date because this woman's got a big shirt.
Can't help it.
And for some reason, he moves the pizza box, crushes my sunglasses, then he proceeds to start to climb on this little wing here, this little fold-out wing that's being held up by a wish and a prayer. There's no support under it. It's just being held up by good intentions. Well, he starts climbing up on it. And here's what would have happened if I hadn't screeched at him and I did a stop. He would have fallen, maybe broken something on his own body. There are 2 computers under there. One of them is the internet computer, the other one is the phone computer, and he would have crushed both of them.
Saved his life.
Right. And taken another spall, like Neil did. In case you missed the beginning of the show, Neil fell down and split his head wide open. No. See, I better stop right now because these people...
It's over-exaggerated a little bit.
No, he split his lip on the inside, didn't split it like in a hair lip fashion. He's not going to be talking like that. I can make fun of hair lips because my best friend of many, many years was one. Well, he still is one. He's just not my best friend. I can't find him, deadbeat. I should say his name on the air. He's probably hiding from people. Hey, if anybody in the Washington State area is listening on the internet, and you know a short, little, ugly hair lip named Larry Lee Parker, whose birthday is, tell him he owes me $175. I mean, he knows he owes me $175, but tell him that I haven't forgotten that the little piece of crap still owes me $175. You know, I call him a little piece of crap because he is, even though he's actually half an inch taller than me. Yeah, we were a pair. I'm not going to say a pair of what. That would have been funny. That was so close, Jim climbing up on that thing. That would have been spectacular. The only thing that would have been better is if we weren't in the middle of a bit. Like I could have turned the mic on. You know what? For that occasion, I would have killed the bit and turned the mic on, swung it over to him so that we could hear the crashing sound.
How did that feel, Jim?
Yeah. QAM, hello.
Yeah, George, how you doing?
Fine, caller. How are you?
I don't mean to be a pain in the ass, but a follow-up call on tobacco shops.
Oh, no, the tobacco shops. I got a report during the break, as a matter of fact.
Cosmic Charlie's?
Is that a question or a
statement? No, Cosmic Charlie's, 78th and Pines Boulevard.
Okay.
One of the greatest tobacco shops. The best part is, go in and buy one pack of wraps. They give you a card for 10% off. Walk out the door, come back in and buy whatever you want.
I ain't counting pennies at a head shop. I actually like giving them money in the hopes that they'll stay in business and I won't have to keep finding new ones all the time.
Of all places, this is in Pines.
Well, I got a report on another one, so thank you very much.
Very good.
Apparently, I misspoke. The High Tide in Boca is closed down. The owner's divesting himself of this particular business venture. I wonder why.
Can you blame him?
Yeah, Nazis, hassles, getting raided by the feds. And they are feds. I told that story about when the one in Oakland was raided. They had this, and she's a cute girl, by the way. The one that was doing the cash. She was the cashier, the counter girl.
Right.
A skinny little nothing, a Mary-Kate Olsen-looking little thing. And here comes the crew. With bulletproof vests, all the roid-shooting, automatic weapon-toting, armored, riot gear feds.
I mean, that's the major problem right now.
With all the yelling, all the screaming, we're talking the SWAT crew, the big van, you know the scene. You've seen it on TV. You've seen it on cops. You can't understand what they're saying, but you know what they mean. Get on the floor. We're going to shoot you. We are going to step on you. Even if, no matter how fast you throw yourself to the floor, we're going to pick you up and throw you back down onto the floor and then put our boot on your neck because it's fun. Because you're dangerous, because you're evil, because you just got to sit there and let us walk on your back. Because you're the kind of person that you are. You're in here hurting people, having a job, paying taxes. Not doing anything illegal because it is legal, but of course the feds don't see it that way. Just like other agencies that have the ability to destroy your life without due process, like the IRS feds. Just to name something. So back to the point, the last high tide in existence right now is in Pinecrest, which is US 1 south of Dayland Mall in US 1. And they still got some stuff, and I'm going to have an authorized agent pick me up some things. So if there's some things that you have in mind, unidentified person sitting in the other room there, let me know, because I got some things I need to get. Maybe some Christmas shopping while I still can. QAM, hello.
Hey, I want to talk to George about...
You're on.
Okay, George.
Caller.
George, listen, you were saying about the Wizard of Oz? When they're going to remake it?
Yeah.
Do you recall Michael Jackson and...
The Wiz.
Yeah, The Wiz.
Not exactly
the worst
the same
movie
thing.
ever.
Yeah, but the most appropriately named movie ever.
Yeah, The Wiz. That was it, man.
Yes, it was.
That was the biggest piece of crap you ever seen.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Pinball Wizard, remember that? They even got the Who in there. You couldn't even save that with the Who.
Right.
With what's his name?
Who?
Bad here.
Okay.
What a bunch of weenies.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Bye-bye.
When I first heard his voice, I was really skeptical. That was the best call of the day.
Best call of the day so far. QAM, hello.
George, got a location for you.
Oh, bless you.
123rd off of Biscayne Boulevard.
I'm not writing any of these places down. 123rd and what now?
123rd and off of Biscayne. It's called Happy Times. You can't forget that.
123rd and Biscayne?
Yeah, about 123rd and Biscayne.
Yeah, don't let the sun set on you there.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Take it easy. QAM, hello. Well, vampires, werewolves. QAM, hello.
George.
Yeah,
hey,
zombies. A lot of zombies.
Hey, listen, I think there's still a high tide on Bird 90-something, but it's a real little one.
Well, we need an update.
Yeah, I hit them now and then. Hope no one I know is
no
listening.
pun intended, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the one on Pinecrest that's like the most awesome. It's like super Walmart of head shop.
Okay.
All right, man. Thanks. You're doing a great job, George.
I love you too. I really missed the one on Oakland. I mean, it was like a Walmart of accessories, including really, really cool T-shirts that were and not weed related. I got a lot of cool T-shirts over there at that place, like mosh pit worthy T-shirts. Haven't been able to find anything like that anywhere else yet.
QAM, hello.
Hey, George, this
Hey.
movie in 1958 called El Jorge el Maricón González.
Yeah. He wants me. He wants me bad. QAM, hello.
Hey, George.
Hey, yeah.
George, let me turn this down a little.
Please.
Hold on a second. I just got in my car.
Take all the time you want.
All right, I'm not sure what the topic is, but
We
I'm
don't
probably...
have topics. It's what
You
you
don't have
want
a
it to
top-
be. It's a wish show. What do you wish it was?
There you go. Well, you know what? I just want to bring something to yours and the caller's attention, and that is the double standard on the radio with the FCC rules, as they were, as far as what you guys can say and what bits you can play, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
When we have a Spanish radio station in town,
We know all about it, sir.
you know, it's a bunch of baloney. I mean, what's the
What are you going to do about it? The FCC has decided, well, two things. Number one, they don't have the manpower, the budget to have someone who speaks all of the languages that need to be spoken to monitor all of the other languages that are spoken in this country. That's point number one. Point number two, the quote-unquote profanity in other language may or may not have the same weight depending on who it is that you're asking that speaks that language, and we've already discussed the differences of certain words that mean certain things to one Spanish-speaking group as opposed to another Spanish-speaking group, like bicho, for his matter.
Yeah, I know the argument.
Bicho all day long, because you know what? I'm a Cuban and it means bug to me.
Exactly. Well, so am I.
Bicho,
But
bicho. Hey, Miguel, you're a bicho.
Yeah, but even George, even the
Smell like
words.
one, too.
Besides the words, okay, even just the I'm not sure how to explain it, but just the messages that they get across and the innuendo. Here it is, the sexual innuendo.
Yeah.
That these people talk about. I mean, regardless of what
Dude, they're
Spanish
over the top.
dialect or
They're
whatever it is.
They're over the top.
Way over the top. Way over the top. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but if they should do it, you know, anybody should be able to do it.
Of course, but you have to remember this. Before anything can be done, somebody has to complain.
Right.
Because you understand, like, the whole Howard thing and a lot of these other things that happened all happened because one person complained, and he don't speak Spanish.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Right.
Thank you very much. It's 112 on All Bicho Radio, WQAM.
Tengo mucho pellejo, pero no tengo punta.
This Sunday, your favorite news magazine show, 60 Minutes, goes bilingual. Now you can get the news you need in both English and Spanish with Dan Rather.
Viene y hora en 60 minutos. ¿Qué es este mierda?
Translation.
Coming up on 60 Minutes. What is this? Andy Rooney.
Si tú nunca sabías, maldita mierda no sabe.
Translation.
Did you ever notice this sucks? And Mike Wallace.
Oh, soy impotente. Impotente. Mama make huevo.
Translation.
I am impotent. Impotent. Suck my say cente minuto. It may maguevo, but it will sure make mucho dinero. This Sunday.
Sorry. I just couldn't wait to blurt this out. Here's another one you can have fun with, papaya. You know what it means, right?
No.
You don't know what a papaya is? You ever see, we got papaya trees in
Yeah,
here. You know what a papaya, right? Papaya.
Yeah.
Right? It's a fruit. There you go.
No, I knew that. I thought you meant...
That's all you need to know, man. It's papaya. That's what it means in English.
Yeah,
And
I mean, I don't know
And
what
even in Spanish, in most Spanish-speaking places, but not to a Cuban. Cubans say fruta bomba, because papaya means something else. It means bicho.
Oh.
But not to them. Well, I mean, you know, you get it. See, we're on, I'm trying to connect some dots over here for you. QAM, hello.
Hey, George.
Hey, how are you?
All right, how are you?
Fine.
A long time ago, I remember you touting the first Nelly Furtado album.
Yeah, a long time ago, before it came out. I was actually touting Nelly when she was on the Broke Down Palace soundtrack, which I got for free from Barb at EMI. Thank you. I love you, Barb. But that was long before her album came out.
You're very special.
Yes, I rode the Little Bus.
Have you heard her newest album?
No, I haven't. I didn't even know she had a new album out.
Oh, it came out, at least 6 months ago or so.
Wow, I had no idea. Some real super sweet, nice person should burn me a copy.
Well, yeah, they should. It's called Folklore, and it's one of the best albums I've ever heard.
Boy, some real mensch of a human being should burn me a copy and stick that in the mail for me.
It's really brilliant. I mean, I didn't even have the first album, and I just bought this one on a whim.
I liked her first album. I liked it a lot.
I liked the first album now that I bought it, but I think this one is just leaps and bounds better.
All right.
And so check it out.
I will. I'll check it out.
Okay, dude.
All
Later.
Right. Take it easy. How's Ferrell doing? No reports lately. I guess he hasn't gotten fired.
Oh, when Zach was on, he said he talked to him about 2 weeks ago, so he was doing fine.
Good. QAM, hello.
Yes, George?
Caller.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
Pretty good. Just letting you know the mosh pit you referred to.
Right, they changed their name or something, but I can never remember the...
Yeah, it's Twisted City, I believe.
Twisted City. Now, why do they do that?
I don't know.
They're established. They're there. It's one of these places they don't advertise, so it's only word of mouth. You expect these burnouts to remember what they changed the name to? Like me?
Well, the thing is, yeah, right? I used to be friends with the owner through my girlfriend, and what he did is they got a mosh pit down in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And what they try to do is specialize in the bondage clothing, you know?
Right.
And
They got
in that
some good
area,
stuff for that there.
yeah, well, in Hollywood, they didn't really have the market, so he was like, whatever, you know, he just sold.
Really? People must
yeah.
not know where to find it. There's freaks in Hollywood.
Yeah, I know. There's a good amount. But, I mean, I guess that's really the name, or the reason why the name changed. And I also wanted to comment about the Cosmic Charlie's on Hollywood Boulevard further west.
Right.
It's excellent. The guy was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hollywood
excellent
in what, 78 or so?
Something like that. It's just east of University.
All right.
It's on the north
Is it
side.
that shopping center where it's like got the blue and white buildings?
No, that one, that's the Presidential Circle. That's
Okay. No, before that. I'll find it. On Hollywood Boulevard, east of University.
Yeah. It's
All right.
it's in like a little golf shopping center. There's a golf store. I don't know, little bull crap, you know what I'm saying? But
All right,
the store is
I'll check it out.
excellent. Great shop.
Thank you very much.
All right, no problem. Take it easy.
You too. 5670560 is the number in Dade and Broward. Pound 560 is free if you have AT&T Wireless as a cell phone service. 877-785-6345 is toll free everywhere else. So I was starting to talk about Cameron Diaz, and the reason that I put her behind the beaded curtain today is she's kind of in the news. I don't know if you heard it. It's tabloid news kind of stuff. She ripped into Farrah Fawcett. It's like angel slap fight. It's the kind of thing.
Pay-per-view.
Which I like Cameron Diaz at least. Well, I mean, I haven't partied with her. We got a picture of her flipping the bird on the bulletin board of birds. And she's fine. She's not like a beauty. She's another one, a cutie, not a beauty. She smiles a lot. I like her personality. I like her attitude. But why are you ripping into old broads for getting facelifts? Farrah went and got a facelift. She's an old Hollywood broads. They go get facelifts. It's what they do. They can afford it.
They got to stay young.
They got to look fresh. They got to do interviews. They got to keep working. They want to. And Cameron rips into her. Oh, I'm never going to get a facelift. Oh, I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to get surgery. I'm never going to. That's so easy to say when you're already young. When you're young, you know. When I was younger, not old, I used to say, I'm never going to get a hairpiece. Or maybe Howard David said that he was never going to get a hairpiece until it all fell out. And then, desperate times, desperate measures. You know how that goes. So I think that's wrong. And then the other thing, the article just mentions it in passing. She's dating Justin. She's dating Justin.
You didn't know that? No. That's been a while, man.
Well, I've been under the bed. I've been in a cave.
Like, Justin Tinkerbell is just...
This is an enigma.
Like, as far as... Like, I think he's terrible, like, talented-wise. But, I mean, his resume of women that he's been with...
That's just it.
I mean, I'll give it to him one time.
He has a talent we're not aware of.
Yeah, I mean...
And I don't want to be. I mean, it's like he's ugly. He's one of these ugly guys. I mean, not that we go around judging, but you know the difference between a really ugly guy and a good-looking guy. Like, there's no question. Brad Pitt, that's your stereotypical cartoon guy. Right? We know that. That's obvious to see. And we know what an ugly guy looks like Marty Feldman. You know? The first ugly guy that came to my head. He's ugly.
You're right. I just don't know where he...
Ugly guy. Don't ask me what falls out of my crazy head, man. I just shake it up and see what falls out. Like that little Fisher-Price toy there. And Justin is one of these ugly beasts. He looks like he's been punched in the face a lot, and his nose healed wrong. And his voice is kind of whiny, kind of a voice. I've seen him in interviews. He's doing that fake black talk, that forced black accent that's not even natural. Because, white people, they're actually raised ghetto-ish.
And, I want to say it's because of the money, but the girls that he's with don't need it.
Right, they don't need any money. They're all rich.
And so, I don't know.
It's a mystery. It's one of those enigmas. And, we all thought he was gay the whole time.
So did I.
Yeah, I still kind of do think that. But, but the reality of it is undeniable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say.
Yeah. What a resume. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
And what can I say? I'm jealous.
So am I.
Still hate you. You suck. But I'm jealous. QAM, hello.
Hey, how you doing, George?
All right, how are you?
Pretty good. Can I speak to George, please?
You are. You're on the air right now.
Hey, how's it going, George?
Fine.
Listen, I don't know if you heard that we have John Edwards on the ballot, so we got
I haven't heard.
We got this one in the bag already.
Oh man, I was hoping it was going to be Nader.
Oh yeah? Man, well, we got the second best choice.
Okay.
Have you noticed how all of a sudden Dick Cheney's heart is really good after he found out how much money he's going to get out of Iraq?
Yeah, he's going to
I don't hear any
20 more
complaining.
years.
What was that?
With that kind of money, he'll be able to buy a robo-heart.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he wants to live forever now.
Yeah, but he
won't. Right, George.
He won't. Thank you very much. Did you hear about that rabies business? Did you guys talk about that?
No.
What a weird, freaky thing. In this one hospital, this guy, organ donor guy, dies, and they harvest him up. They take 3 or 5 organs out of him: heart, liver, spleen, kidneys, eyes, transplant them into 3, 4 other people, something like that. He had rabies. Now they got rabies. They all died from rabies.
Wow.
Which is freaky. That's like the plague.
Now, before he died, did anybody know he had rabies?
No, apparently not. Apparently not. No, that was a shocker. They wouldn't have gone in. Speaking of shocker.
So nobody was to blame or whatever?
Yeah, well, the hospital, they better screen for everything, right? When they go putting organs into you, I want them to be screening for everything. Oh, we're not going to screen for rabies because what are the odds?
Well, 3 people.
Enough.
Yeah.
QAM, hello.
Hey, George, how you doing, buddy?
All right, how are you?
All right, pretty good. Just for your listeners in the south end of town, Miami, Kendall area, there's a rainbow connection on 107th Avenue and Sunset.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
No, thank you very much. Isn't this sad that this is what we have to resort to find things?
At least people are calling in and being good about it, telling us where
No,
they're
that
at.
is good, because, see, we're in it together. It's us against them. And we know we're the good guys. I know I'm the good guy because what I want to do is just me. See, I'm not hurting anybody, not robbing anybody, and not stealing.
Oh, you drug addicts, you're always saying that, but then you go and you hit the old ladies to steal money for your crack.
There are people that steal for a living. They're called Republican politicians. QAM, hello.
Hey, George, how you doing?
How are you?
All right. Did you ever get to see Van Helsing?
No, I never did get to see it.
No, huh?
Never. Everybody that I spoke to just tore it up, so I couldn't.
I thought it was a lot of fun myself.
Well, is it still out there?
I doubt it. It just seemed like one of those movies that you would be
maybe at the Dollar Theater. No, I was all jacked up, ready to go. I was all ready, stoked, and everybody ripped it. Everybody thought it was weak. It was silly. It was this. It was that. They got the werewolf, and so I never did.
Yeah, it was cool. Anyway,
All
see
right.
Spider-Man 2.
All right.
And I gotta go.
No, yeah. Well, I gotta go. There's somebody calling the hotline, and I don't know why. Who the hell is this?
George, it's Norm. I need to talk to you after the air.
Okay. We're going into a break. You want to hold on, Norm?
Yeah, it's very important.
All right. Okay. Not at all. So, we'll be taking a break. It's 1:26 on 560 QAM.
Here comes Trump Nader. He's a spoiler for votes. The Democrats are up the creek with no paddle in their boat. Even though Kerry and John Edwards campaign hard, it don't mean squat now about his National Guard. All Republicans should thank him, cause now George Bush will serve too. The Democrats all hate him, cause now the Democrats are through. Go Ralph Nader, go Ralph Nader, go Ralph Nader, go!
Well, you kind of look like one around the edges, around the burnt edges, that is. Boca Brian just came in all grinning about something. Wasn't sex, because that was yesterday, and I know with who, so. 1:30 on 560 WQAM. So that was Norm looking to, he heard us talking weed, and he wanted to score a bag. He's the president of Normal, and he's calling me to try to score a bag on the air?
Hey, stop reading that liner, Miguel says.
Okay, hey, don't go there. They're out. Where? You don't need to know, because they're gone. They're done. Onward and upward. QAM 560, WQAM, pound 560. Like words are coming out of my mouth, and I don't even know. I'm still trying to figure out what Boca Brian came in smiling. See? He never does that.
Something?
He's not a smiley guy. He smiles like Ice Cube smiles. Never. He's a miserable, sad sack of a man. And he comes strutting in all smiling. They must have given you a check. Did they give you a check? Okay. See, he normally has to go crawl over there and beg for checks, just from one department to another, begging for checks. He walked in, he's all grinning. I know it's not because he had a good haircut, because he hasn't had any at all. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, shave that head. You could actually tell people that you're Michael Chiklis and get laid. You could go to parties and say that you're Vic Mackey. All you got to do is put that air bladder under your cheek to make your cheek twitch. 5670560 in Dayton Broward, pound 560 on AT&T Wireless. It's free. 877-785-6345 is free everywhere else. Totally forgot about the poll. 529 votes on it so far. And it's a wish poll. Just wish for something. I wish I was rich. 228 people said that. That's number one. 43%. I wish the last 4 years was a bad dream. 88. I wish all women were nymphomaniacs. 62. I wish all women were bisexual. 40. I wish pot was legal. 39. Norm Kent voted for that. I wish the next Supreme Court justice will be chosen by a Democrat. 36. A Demi-cat. 16 people wish they had mind control powers. Oh, yeah. And then it's single digits, like, I wish I wasn't married. Yeah, no. Too late to change my vote. I think the phone's broke again. Is this thing on? We were doing just fine. We were actually, because yesterday, for some reason, I forgot it was a holiday. So it was like pulling teeth right up until the 1 o'clock hour. And then, like, they figured out that a show was happening and they decided to call. Today is the opposite.
Yeah, they just haven't been here all
fine,
day.
And now, oh, here we go. Here's one, but it's going to be a crank. You know, the cranks always come first. Trust me, we could talk about Maria Sharapova all day long. 17, you say, huh?
Yo,
you.
Hey, man.
Hey.
What's going on?
Nothing.
If I add your poll,
All right.
I'd be Anna Kournikovas underwear.
All right. I wish I was Anna Kournikova's underwear. All right. Thank you very much. Find some pictures. You'll see her now that she won Wimbledon, right? I'm saying that right? Wimbledon. She won 17, huh?
17.
She's like 6 foot 100.
Looks good, too. Despite what you say.
Well, she's... All right, she does look good, but she's no Anna. She's no Anna Kay.
No, but who is?
And right. You know, the wife doesn't understand that. She's no good, you know. I said, no good at what? At tennis. I said, she plays tennis? QAM, hello.
Hello, George?
Yeah.
Hey, just wanted to tell you, on that poll, if you're rich, you can do all those things.
For the most part, yeah. Except mind control powers. You don't have to control their mind. You can control their life.
Well, but all women could be nymphos. All women could be bi, you know. All
it is an aphrodisiac, that big fat wallet.
Hey, the other thing I wanted to tell you was I tried that Coke, too. It's good.
Yeah, right.
It's terrible.
It's a Coke product.
Exactly,
it can't be good.
Huh?
Not possible.
Listen, the only thing is that it didn't have enough, fizz, you know, like the Coke has a lot of fizz.
Coke's foul.
Coca-Cola.
Nasty. You can have my portion.
See you, George.
Take it easy. Why do they keep doing that?
Seriously, these girls brought it by to mix it with Bacardi. Just think how bad Coke is. It's Coke without carbonation.
Wait a minute. I forgot we had this bit.
Hey, what's your favorite soft drink?
Coca-Cola.
How about you?
Diet Coke.
And you? Cherry Coke.
Caffeine-free Coke.
Vanilla Coke.
And how about you?
I like Pepsi.
Sorry. That's okay. We at Coca-Cola know there's one group of consumers we just can't capture.
Yeah.
No matter how we goof with the formula.
Right.
You die-hard Pepsi drinkers. That's why we're announcing new Pepsi Coke.
Good luck.
The taste of Pepsi in a can from Coke.
Wow! Pepsi Coke tastes just like Pepsi Coke.
Come on, Pepsi drinkers. Switch to new Pepsi Coke because resistance is futile.
No.
Look for Pepsi Coke. Now on sale next to 7-Up Coke and A&W Root Beer Coke.
A&W Root Beer. Now that's a root beer. That's not a
Barks?
root beer. That's
pretty good.
Barks is not bad, but A&W out of the fountain. Fountain A&W root beer in the old-fashioned restaurants. I'm sounding old. It was good with the frothy cup. You know, they freeze those mugs.
Yeah,
and then they give you those overflowing, foamy, frothy A&W root beer.
Good cream soda.
Yeah. Good cream soda. And I'm not like a cream soda person, but there's a so good that it's good. And that bit spells out everything I think about Coke. When you make Coke taste like Pepsi, then I'll stop hating it, all right?
Yeah, like Pepsi's just that much better.
It's crisp, it's clean. It doesn't have that nasty, all of these other tastes that Coke has, and they're all nasty. QAM, hello. Hello. Goodbye. QAM, hello.
Hey, George, how you doing?
Hey, all right, how are you?
This your movie brother.
All right, how you doing?
All right, did you ever check out Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2?
Not the DVD. I mean, I've seen them both.
Yeah, I'm just what was so.
Yeah, no, the Kill Bills are okay. They were a little too Quentin-y for me. When I gave my review, there were too many Quentinisms through them for me to like them a lot, but they were just fine. The second one was kind of weak. I thought, like no action weak.
Right. Yeah, but I enjoyed that. Man, my
the fights that were in it were good, but there was like two.
Right. Hey, and what about Fahrenheit 9/11? Did you catch that one?
Yeah, of course I did.
I never. Did you give your opinion on
my
that?
review is that it's great, but it's obviously targeted for people that don't know anything. Those of us who listen to this show, who read NeilRogers.com, the stories that are on there, there was not a whole lot new for us in that movie, and it was also very light-handed as opposed to heavy-handed. I thought, like I wanted claws and razors and venom and blood and disembowelment. It was he was tapping. He was just taking some jabs.
Right. Okay, George, I just wanted your opinion on it.
Take it easy. And again, the proportion thing. Could have spent more time on some things, less time on some other things, like the recruiting. We know that the recruiters target low income. We've all known that. Hell, those of us who are low income, we still get targeted at the Walmart parking lot. Just kidding. You know I'm never going to be in the Walmart parking lot, don't you?
Yeah.
The last time I was there was over citrus canker. And that was the only time I was there. I hadn't been there for years, and the only reason that I was there is because that was the only place to redeem my $100 consolation prize. We just tore up your yard and did thousands of dollars worth of damage to your yard, but here's a gift card to Walmart.
Such caring people.
Soothe the wounds with that. Maybe you could use it as a rake, or you could buy a rake with it. And that was your only option. Like, if you don't use it, you can't. Can I redeem this for a check? No. Could I redeem this for a food stamp? No. Could I redeem this for a credit on my state taxes next year? You know, the money that you're giving to the agriculture industry rapists? No.
Just our products.
Right, just Walmart. Just the other big businesses that we're in bed with, like all of the big landscapers that took those contracts that were responsible for raping your yard. I mention this now just because the state seeks okay to enforce canker law. They're issuing warrants. They're doing it. Fight it. Fight it however you can, or at least as much as is convenient. I'm not going to tell people to go, don't go getting arrested or spend a lot of money fighting for your orange trees unless you got nothing better to do. Maybe you're old and retired. Maybe you're a veteran. You're looking for a fight.
Yeah, in that case, go for it.
Yeah, in that case, go for it. Or just go spike your trees would be a good idea. 567-0560, Dayton Broward. Pound 560 is free on Verizon Wireless. 877-785-6345, toll free everywhere else. It's Boca Brian's fault. He came in, all the calls disappeared. You know why? Because he was smiling. Now, they're wondering something's wrong with the world, and everybody's out checking their stocks. They're checking their food storage shelters, their canned goods, their ammunition. If Boca Brian's smiling, that means hell has frozen over.
He's probably having fun with this course we got over here through QAM. Like
the obstacle course.
He's probably had to walk over like 5 of them just to get in here.
If you've got a fan, count yourself lucky. Because you understand that you don't rate. Because you're sitting in my chair. I don't get anything when I'm in there. I don't get anything when I'm in here, except grief. I should have let Jim kill himself. I should have let him fall, break the furniture.
Yeah, now that I think about it,
I actually had to yell at him to get him to stop because he wasn't going to listen to me.
Like that would have been pretty good comedy.
It would have been funny, and I should have opened up the mic. See, I'm slow. I'm conscientious. My knee-jerk reaction is to be a nice guy and think about people's safety, not comedy. And that's why the show's weak.
You should have just moved the pizza.
I should just keep my focus on the comedy, not people's safety, not their embarrassment factor. Keep your eye on the prize, comedy. That would have been high comedy, and especially because he probably would have broken something open on his face like Neil did yesterday. Or the day before, whenever the hell it was. I had to yell at him to get it. Stop, because he wasn't going to listen to me. What do you know, punk? Like the time that he came in here to reboot the computer and then left because he couldn't wait for that. What do you know? Hey, DJ Opie. Hey, Jen, how you doing? We got the open door policy in the hallways there. It's a party. Hey, want to be a guest on a talk show? 20 till 2 on 560 QAM.
See my luscious double D, and then on newlyweds I show how dumb a blonde can be. Growing and I'm showing why I keep these boobs tucked inside. Even though guys want them, just Nick Lachey gets to say, my love, saw my breath today. My love, saw my breath today. My love, you saw my breath, you saw my
15 till 2 on 560 WQAM. You know, Josh, you saw Lord of the Rings and all that, right?
I did.
You know who Vigo is, Aragorn, the handsome king, prince.
What about him?
Right? You know who he is, right?
Yeah.
You know all the women want him, right? You know, he's the thing. Since the movie
Really?
came out, all the women are all a gaga,
I wasn't
a
aware.
gaga over Vigo. Go into Jen's office and ask her what she thinks about Vigo. Don't be too close, you know, because she might explode. We love Jen, by the way. Thank you, Jen, for all those CDs that you ever made for me. Make me some more. Anyway, Vigo, he used to have a wife. He has an ex-wife. So for all the women that have the hots for Vigo, look at what he has been with. Do you see her from there?
I do.
That's Vigo's ex-wife. And, just in case you were wondering if they actually ever did do it, there's their kid right next to her. There's the proof. The proof of the pudding. As in he was putting it.
I got
there. Here, I'm pointing. Can you believe that?
Good luck to him.
This is the biggest sex symbol in the world. Because, you know, it's like this huge international smash of the film right now. Vigo. Good God. It must have been love. Oh, she wants more money now that he's all popular. So I played the Jessica Simpson bit because, in case you were wondering, now you do Jessica, right? You'd fertilize her?
Do more than that.
Okay. Just asking. Apparently, they're not getting enough sex anymore. They've been sniping and sniffing at each other, and one of Nick's lines was, because he didn't open a door for her, apparently, on an occasion. I'm reading this stuff out of the Globe, very reliable source. You used to open doors for me when we were first married. And he replies, well, when we first got married, I was getting laid. Now, you can see that. I have a theory about that. You know, we know she's not bright, right?
Right.
You know, she's an oblivious person, but she seems like a goer. I don't fault her if she's cooling down on him. You know what I mean? I don't fault her. I'm faulting him. I'm thinking he doesn't know what he's doing. He's lame, and that's why she's kind of chilling. That's just a theory based on nothing. I want to blame him. Not that I like her personally or all that. She was here. She was fine. Oh, and another thing is apparently her and her, I guess it's her road manager and good friend. Like, she had a good friend and she gave her a job. Casey.
Right.
Casey was here when they were here. They've been friends a long time. I remember Casey. You know how I remember Casey? Casey's cuter.
Really?
Really. I remember they came in here.
You got a photo
and
there
while,
for me?
No, she wasn't the star. She was over here in the
Simpson?
entourage, part of the entourage. And I'm like, who's that? Who's that over there on the other side of you? She's really cute, but apparently, like, so I'm going to start watching if it's the same person, how many Caseys, because I didn't see how it was spelled, but how many Caseys can there be that are friends of hers? She's cute, and they're going to be on the new episodes of The Real World. Apparently, Casey moves in with them in between apartments, like while apartment hunting and everything. And Nick is jealous of Casey because the two are inseparable. Maybe that's another thing that we haven't thought about, why their sex life is kind of chilling. Think about that.
So let's get them both.
As a matter of fact, if you start thinking about that right now, you won't be able to go on with the show. So wait until 2 and then think about that.
Okay.
QAM, hello.
Hey, I'd like to speak to George, please.
You are?
Roy.
And I'm George. Pleased to meet you, Roy.
Hey, George, how you doing?
Oh, great.
Hey,
Roy!
That's me. You just mentioned that, what was it, the Star is your source?
Globe right now, but I do have a Star over here. I love the new Star.
Now, that's what I was going to ask you about. Now,
not Star Jones. She's taken anyway.
Do you put faith in, I believe that the National Enquirer usually has their stuff together. And
the National Enquirer, all of their stories are fully vetted.
Right, and they're talking about Mary-Kate and Ashley being a cocaine issue, not a anorexia issue.
Yes.
So that's a lot more exciting to think about.
Sure, why not? She's a cokehead.
That kind of pumps her image a little bit.
Okay, if you want, but you know what? She could still have a sandwich. I know that makes you not hungry, but you got to eat eventually.
That's true.
You can't just keep having Coke for a meal. Have a Coke and a smile.
Coke and a smile.
All right, you need
have
a little
good
more
summer
than
there,
that.
George.
Take a vitamin. Thank you very much. That's not going to cut it. Oh.
What's wrong with a Coke and a smile?
Coke's not going to cut it.
QAM, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Is this George?
Is this a caller?
It is.
Then it's George.
Question. Have you don't sound like you on the phone. That's why everybody asks that.
Okay.
Hey, have you seen the movie Bulworth?
Bulworth. With, what's his name with the big penis? Yes.
Oh, that's got to be one of... I love that movie.
It was all right. It was all right. It wasn't as funny as they wanted it to be.
Watch it a few times.
No.
There's a lot of little
This was
things
enough.
in there.
I got the messages. I got them. It's all good. It's, it's all proper, and they're saying all the right things. It just wasn't as funny as all that.
That's true. Well,
right.
He's got a wife, you know. Later.
For what it's worth. Warren Beatty. There's the guy with the resume that I'm jealous of. Speaking of the Globe and the Inquirer, they actually printed out his resume with pictures. Here are the ones we know about. All right?
Okay.
What a catalog. All of them. All of these freaking screen legends, all from way back to right now. He didn't get Carrie Fisher, but he tried. See, it's a shorter list. The women he didn't have sex with is a smaller list for Warren Beatty. Now, we can't compete with him because good-looking, rich guy, nice teeth, movie star, and hung like Milton Berle. So goes the rumor. Right. Well, and that's why he's got that resume. We got no chance, Josh. Well, you got a little bit of a chance because, you're young, you're good-looking, you got the muscles going, so you could, if you started working right now, maybe.
I'm going to need the millions to
You're going to
need
the millions. Start working on that.
All right,
too. Start saving up. 9 till 2 on 560 QAM. You played this today?
Hey, Dick.
I think you did, yeah. Well, I want to hear it again.
Anyway, it was Ken Lay, wasn't it?
Go yourself.
Who's that new feller in town shooting and a cursing?
His name is Dick Cheney, the worst vice president we've had since Spiro Agnew. That's why they call him Deadwood Dick. Now get out of my office.
That torture investigation sure is getting mighty close to your office.
Go yourself.
Hey, aren't you the guy that called me a bad Catholic?
Go yourself.
That's telling him, Deadwood Dick.
You got that right, Brownback. I think I was a major league. I don't normally express myself that way.
5 till 2, 560 QAM, 5670560 is the number, and data and Broward, pound 560 is a free call on Verizon Wireless, 877-785-6345, toll-free everywhere else. So there, they got no excuse. I don't know what it is this last half hour. Boca Brian's fault. Let's blame him. Like I'm going to blame AOL for everybody's computer problems. Taking care of some old business here on the facts. And this is just so funny. Just last night, my friends were having computer problems. They both have AOL. The one guy doesn't, but his kids use it and install it and use it. And they got all these connectivity problems that I don't have and no one in my family has. Now that we don't have AOL anymore or on any of our systems. It's all nice now. No settings are getting changed. I know, AOL people, it doesn't, the AOL 9.0. Just go, have fun with it. Go enjoy yourselves with it. So this faxer says, for the last couple of weeks, it's nearly impossible to log onto your website. The page always downloads 90%, then freezes. Then it sends out an end task now sign and signs off Internet Explorer. Happens both my work and home computers. It doesn't happen when I go on any other site. Has anyone else been encountering this problem? I faxed this to Eric saying, what do I tell this guy? I haven't gotten a response back, but there's a couple things that I'll tell you right now. Number one, we really don't care. With all due respect, because the website is an accessory to the show, we make money off the show, not the website. So the website is there. It's like, that's our labor of love. All of us are just doing that. The Beaded Curtain, all the time that I spend doing that, the time that Neil spends doing the stories. We do that just so that there's a show companion, an audio-visual show companion, where we can have some visual stuff, right?
Right.
That's it. The second part that I want to tell this guy is I don't know. And if Eric gets back to me, I'll put an explanation out on the air, maybe some tips, things you can do. In the meantime, I blame AOL. When in doubt, I blame AOL. Do you use AOL? No, but it's on my... I blame AOL. Has it been installed on your computer? I blame AOL. Or that other internet service provider that we don't name anymore because people have a heart attack. QAM, hello.
Yeah, I was trying to talk to George.
And so you are.
Hey, Georgie, what's up?
How you doing?
Hey, the other day you were talking about some lock picks that you got for your buddies.
Yeah.
I couldn't write down at the time that website that you were saying. Do you remember what it was?
I sure do. I committed it to memory. I even ordered more products from them, including this really nifty bladed knife pen that I have. It's a pen.
It's a pen. It writes. It's a good-looking pen. It writes. You can write stuff down on it. You can write on your arm like Memento. And it's also a shiv, so you can shank someone in the shower.
All right.
Sounds
good. That'll come in handy when the wife's in there.
It's southord.com.
Southord.com.
It stands for southernordnance.com. They are the manufacturer. They are located in Florida, which is good, but it's also bad because they will charge you sales tax.
All right, that sounds good. Hey,
they send it right to you, and they have all kinds of nifty things.
Beautiful. And keep up the religious talk, okay? I'm trying to convince my sister to get the hell out of the Seventh-day Adventist, but she's a tough one.
She's a Seventh-day Adventist?
Yeah. It's a Puerto Rican husband. That's what screwed her up.
I didn't think that the Seventh-day Adventist got to Puerto Rico.
Yeah. It's a whole story, man.
What's the draw there? In other words, if you're not raised as a Seventh-day Adventist, what's the draw? The whole
I have no clue.
Church on Saturday?
The worst part about it is that she makes good money. So I asked her, I said, you work your ass off for this money.
Right.
I mean, why give it to somebody? Why give you the percentage that you give? And they're like, well, it's good for the church and it's good for... I'm like, no, it's not.
Tell her God's rich. All
right. But,
I read the book of Matthew.
I've got the Catholic Cuban mom, that keeps on drilling into my daughter's heads every day.
All the time.
All right, buddy. Hey, take it easy.
You take it easy too. Just remember, if it's your daughter, you get first crack at their head. You can crack their head right open and fill it up with important knowledge, science, facts, things like that. The kid's impervious right now. What happened to me as a teenager will never happen to my daughter because she's already locked and loaded with all of the answers. And we've even, and I got her the Idiot's Guide to the Bible. See, that's why nobody will be able to use the Bible on her. She knows all about it. She's got her very own, and now she's got her Bible guide. She's got the Ken's Guide to the Bible she's borrowing right now, and the Idiot's Guide to the Bible. And they're kind of nice formats for a cheesy kind of a book series. I know Boca Brian loves them a lot, the Idiot's Guide series. But the Idiot's Guide, it's got lots of pictures, cartoon characters, charts, graphs, things to break up the pages so it's not all text. People like that. I like that. Pictures especially. Jim Mandich coming up next, or is that Curtis in there? Is it Jim or is it Curtis?
It's the Mad Dog.
It is the Mad Dog. Excellent. At 4 o'clock, we have Hank from Las Vegas.
Right.
The Hank Goldberg Show from Las Vegas. He's a lucky man. Marlins on deck at 6:30. Pirates and the Marlins at 7:05. Eddie K after the game.
The Neil Rogers Show on 560 WQAM, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
I'm dying over here.